And we are live because I got the green button. So, Tiffany, take it away.
All right. Reclaimers. The Bureau of Balance has a mission for your team. So gear up and get to the launch bay. Your team leader will give you the details, but you know what you signed up for. Some villain has gotten a hold of a powerful relic, and now the fate of the world is once again in our hands. Get down there, grab that relic, and when you get back, first round at the Chug and Squeeze is on the house. If you fail, well, there's always next time. We hope. Welcome to our playthrough of the Adventure Zone Bureau of Balance board game. We are so excited to present this game to you. We are the Stranded in the Southlands podcast, and we are playing a different game this week, and we're doing it live. And we are so thankful to have the RPG Academy's Tom gracing us with his presence, and getting a chance to play with us tonight, which is fantastic.
No! My cat just walked over my keyboard. All right, I'm so nervous whenever it's in here and it's gonna stop the stream of me. Stop. Okay. All right. We're good.
We've got dogs asleep. We've got baby monitors. It's all good. We're probably going to need a hold screen at some point.
Stressing me out. Okay. All right. I interrupted you.
So, if anybody is interested in this amazing game, you can find it at theadventurezonegame.com, hashtag TazGame, T-A-Z game. You can also shout out to Zonecast and Twogether Studio on Twitter. They were so lovely of them to send us a copy of the game that we could play for you. And for us, this is just fun for us. And we are going to start introducing our characters. You'll kind of see a little bit about the game as we play, but just a quick intro of the board and kind of what we're going to be working with. We have a villain and a relic and a location. And this is our mission that we are going to be playing for this game. And each of the game comes with a multitude of villains and relics and locations, and it's a different mission every time you play, and you can kind of conjure whatever situation you'd like to play with. This particular mission is what the game developers have suggested we play for a first playthrough, and we thought that was a good first shot. But it's even better because each of the cards are double-sided, so even if you play the first time mission a second time, it's a new game. It's awesome. So we have our D20 here. It is a special called Taz 20, and there are a multitude of numbers on here, not just 1 through 20. They go up to 6. It's 1 through 6, and there is an auto fail, and there is a auto win. So regardless of what happens, those are our win and loss conditions. We have our good old fantasy Costco, which we will be going shopping at a little bit later. These are our action tokens for helping out each round. This particular bar tracker is our difficulty strength tracker, and here is our health tracker. Idea is this one has to be high enough, has to meet this number on the top. That's our challenge rating. We have to meet or exceed it. And this is our health tracker. And if we get to the bottom, that's bad times. So we are playing with 5 players tonight. We start at 10. And our mission here is laid out before us. The objective is we have to reclaim the relic and one of the other decks. So whether we escape the location and the villain still lives, at least the relic has been secured, or if we defeat the villain, we can walk out of the location freely. So we have to retrieve the relic. Any questions or comments before we introduce our characters?
Yeah, what is the relic? Do we know? And is it worth it?
It's the director sent us out. We don't ask questions. Okay. We know what we're here for. Today, our mission is we must retrieve the staff from the lich in the cave.
Okay, sounds good.
So we can introduce our characters, and then we will be off to the races. I'm going first, as I am the team leader. My name is Beth, and I am a warrior. I am all puppies and rainbows. I love all things that are colorful and fun and sparkly. I am a human, so I'm just, your run of the mill pretty girl. Just, I love doing my fancy thing, but I will punch anyone in the face who steps. And so when I am strongest against monsters, mostly because of my killer instincts, where I love puppies and rainbows, but I'm also not afraid to start swinging. That's usually my first instinct. It solves a lot of problems. And I'm generally assisting my teammates using my experience. I do a lot of punching. So I got some arsenal in the fists. So that is our warrior, Beth. And so we will introduce our rogue next. Brendan, go ahead.
Hello. Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm super stoked to play. My name is Brendan, and I will be playing Rouge the Rogue. Rouge the Rogue.
That's confusing.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, you went there.
Rouge the Rogue is a human who is a recovering multi-level marketing addict.
Okay. So we're leaning right into this. Okay.
Oh, all the way, 100% deep end multi-level marketing. Yeah. So Rouge the Rogue is strong against traps, mostly because of the experience in the MLM industry. So specifically, they're able to identify any sort of weaknesses or corners that were cut, or any say like lack in quality or anything like that. They're able to identify it immediately. Additionally, Rouge the Rogue will generally assist their teammates using their lightning wits and dexterous hands. So Rouge the Rogue is a huckster and happy to peddle whatever they can.
Fantastic.
Questions? Comments?
Fantastic. I am looking forward to working with Rouge. And I'm going to need to clarify spelling. It's Rouszhe, correct?
Exactly how it sounds, yes.
Fantastic. All right, Tom, go ahead, introduce us to our bard.
Okay. So we all think bard, and we're like, oh man, this person. But I'm playing Samuel tonight, and Samuel is going to be the most unimposing person you've ever met. Everyone wants a Samuel in their friend group. All right, first off, Samuel's a halfling, but he's not into the singing bit. He likes comedy, all right? He's the funny guy. Everybody needs that one funny friend. And Samuel is that funny friend. And so everybody wants to bring Samuel along. And one of the great things about Samuel is this guy is enthusiastic, all right? He knows everything about relics, or mostly. You think he does, because you know what? If he doesn't know it, he's gonna at least act like he knows it. He is always gonna put his best foot forward in anything, because that's Samuel. He's the guy, you know? You're down on your luck. You're like, oh man, today sucks. And there's Samuel. He's like, no, it doesn't. It really does, but he's still there for you. Okay. And you know what? Samuel, he's there to assist you with big ideas. All right. He may not know how to do it, but he's got an idea for it. All right. And he expects his friends to carry out that idea, because he's not a doer. He's an idea man. All right.
I love it.
Maintaining a grand tradition of extremely useful bards.
Yeah. I'm here to watch it. Workshop my bits and whatnot. Here we go.
Fantastic. Erin, why don't you introduce us to our priest?
Okay, so I will be playing Zoe Flingwing. She is a gnomish priest, and she is an animal lover. Anything, it doesn't matter if it's fuzzy, if it's creepy, if it's crawly, all animals, she loves them. She is stronger against spooky threats, mostly because of her experience dealing with them. However, she is afraid of the dark. So there is a little bit of a problem when we go into, spooky dungeons. She does have an affinity towards fruit bats. She likes to have a little fruit bat named Fred, who flies along with her and helps her in these situations. And she is that friend who is always helping her teammates by offering folksy wisdom. She always has a piece of advice to offer, no matter what situation you're in. So yeah.
That's fantastic. I cannot wait to meet her and all of her friends. That is great. All right, Porter, bring us home with our wizard.
All right. So I am Harkness, the human wizard, and he is adventuring to pay off his crushing student debt from the
Aren't we all? All right.
and he is stronger against magical challenges mostly because of the spell book that is well above his weight class because he stole it from his dissertation advisor, who was an ass. And he generally assists his teammates using his snarky encyclopedic knowledge. Unlike Samuel and Flingwing, he actually does know everything.
As any good wizard in an adventuring party should.
Exactly.
Doesn't always, but should.
But you can't sell it like Sam does. That's the thing.
Doesn't make you right.
All right.
All right. Well, now that we have our whole party introduced, we set the scene. So we all load up into our ball transport and we are flung to the entrance of the cave where we must retrieve the staff from the lich. So here we find ourselves in the middle of a deep wood with an unsettling quiet. And in order to begin our challenge, we now must argue with a smack-talking skull while dealing with Drizzle and somehow
Drizzle the weather,
opening-
not like a I was imagining it was going to be like an elf or something named Drizzle. No, like
Oh, no. It's just like raining in that like really gross way that's just annoying. And somehow opening the Great Gate. So on your turn, you will choose which of these challenges you are choosing to tackle, and you will state to me exactly how you're doing that. And we will follow the prompts as they go. So here we are.
Sorry, quick question.
Yes.
Now, Tom mentioned earlier that there was a like, who is the lich, and do we care about the staff? Is there anything to like add as far as background for those things?
We'll get there.
Oh,
Because so far, this is the only intel we have. We know that there is a lich who is in possession of a relic we know to be a staff of some kind.
Yeah,
And-
calm down, Rouge.
sorry, my
Cool your
bad. My
jets.
bad. I was so stoked.
So I just want to be sure that that is exactly what's happening. So I am going to need just a mo.
Okay, you want us to vamp?
One mo.
Yes, please. You know what? Let's call this, we're in the ball. It's taken a while to get there. The moon's pretty far away. So we've got some travel time. We're all seat belted in. Why don't you guys get to shop talk?
Guys, I believe in you. I do.
Anyone know any good jokes?
No.
we wait?
No, but I'm willing to hear yours. As I pull out a notebook and start anxiously waiting for you to spew knowledge that I may steal for my next bits. But you don't have anything, do you?
Well, Samuel, I'm always happy to share one or two of my all-time favorites.
Do you have a problem?
What is green and invisible?
I don't know. Tell me so I can write it down.
Green and invisible. How do you know it's green if it's invisible?
And Rouge rummages around in their pack and produces this head of lettuce. And clearly there's nothing there. Clearly. Or is there?
Hey, Rouge,
This is magic. You don't know that.
I'm sure someone out there finds that funny. And for that, I really want you to take that to the bank And save it for them. Okay.
Beautiful. And Rouge packs the lettuce back in their pouch.
So Beth chimes in and goes, you know what? That was so funny. That was hilarious. You know, while I was laughing, I forgot that our intel brief is sitting here. It's under my seat. I totally forgot that we got to like read up on like what we're doing. So Brendan was right. I forgot I have to flip this card over. So here we are. We are going to set the scene.
Okay.
We are fighting a lich. This lich is a powerful undead wizard. It has a host of vile servants and wields foul magic. Porter, what is this lich's name and what does it look like?
His name is Slitheroth.
Ooh.
Okay.
What does Slitheroth look like?
So he looks like a heavily decomposed skeletal figure, and legend says that his name is actually he was given his name because of the many maggots and snakes slithering all over his face at all
Ew.
times.
Okay. Thanks, Porter. I now have to put a content warning on this video after.
Fantastic.
And
Well-
demonetized.
So Slitheroth has come into possession of the relic that we know to be the staff. The staff grants the villain power over the elements, allowing them to control the weather and conjure fire and ice. It probably has a cool name, like the Staff of Endless Winter. Aaron, do you know its name? What is the staff called?
Oh, let's do the Staff of Shining Frost.
Ooh, I like it. Shining because it's frost, but it's also like on fire. So it's like a little bit of that like mixed. I love it. All right, so here we are. We find ourselves at the entrance to the cave. The cave is a maze of tunnels stretching deep below the surface. It's filled with traps, haunted ruins, and foul monsters. It might have a fancy name like the Caves of Despair. Tom, do you know its name?
Yes.
What is this cave called?
This cave is called the Cave. Oh, gosh, dang it! I hate coming up with names, but hold on. I was trying to like. I was like, oh, maybe if I make my sentence a lot longer, then it'll
The
come.
drama was
It'll,
there.
it'll
Correct.
come to me.
There.
Okay, so we're trying to find this weather thing from Slitheroth. Okay, we're gonna call it the snake hole. All right.
Oh,
That's
yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
I love it. It's called the snake hole.
Isn't that a
I-
person wreck?
It is the Snake Hole Lounge, and that's exactly what I was thinking of.
Nice.
With
But you know
Dennis,
what?
Dennis Feinstein. That's exactly who Slitheroth is. Okay.
I love it. Okay, so here we are, and we must argue with a smack talking skull while dealing with Drizzle and somehow opening the Great Gate. So we have a couple of so these are the strength modifiers we need to know. And sometimes you have these numbers here on the sides because they, as you would imagine, drizzle, making everything just slippery and gross, makes the other things a little bit harder. So we need to factor in these numbers. So this is in actuality a 7, and this is in actuality a 6,
Okay.
and this is a 7. So those may go up or down depending on how the game goes.
So it's really 7, 6, 7.
Yes, at present, until one of them is defeated, then it may change.
Oh.
Okay, so
The smack talking skull is a spooky trap.
it is a spooky
Those
trap.
icons. Okay.
Yes, so if you look on your character sheet and you see where your strengths are, you might have higher strength against certain things depending on your class. So Beth is going to just decide, you know what? I'm a puncher and I just deal with knocking people out that piss me off. And so she just starts
punch the smack talking skull, Beth.
No, she just starts like shadowboxing the rain because she's just like pissed at the weather. And she just like starts swinging. But I think she's gonna need a wizard's help, because you probably know something about like magic. You can like do away with this like moisture, clouds and stuff. Can you come and help me do something about this? This is just gross.
I can probably find some sort of magical shelter. And he starts flipping through his book, being very careful, like hold his hood, his cloak over the book while he flips pages.
That's excellent news. Okay, so Beth's strength is a 2, and with
I love how we're not touching the people who are good at traps and spooky stuff. Like,
well, I'm looking at the yeah, this is where we're gonna go. All right, so with the +2, we're gonna go up to a 4, and so we need to roll a 2 or higher. This does become a lot.
+2 from me because I'm assisting before the dice roll.
Right. So if I just decided to go at it myself and fail the dice roll, I could ask for like a pinch hitter after the fact, if the assistance was not already given.
And can only how many people can assist?
Generally 1, unless there's a modifier on the card.
Okay.
Some of them you have to go by solo, and some of them can have up to 2 help.
Perfect.
So for now, we need to roll a 2 or higher, because this is actually a 7. Sorry, I'm right, a 3 or higher. So we need to roll a 3 or higher to beat this drizzle and make this gross rain go away. And that's 1.
Turns out punching rain, not an effective strategy.
Punching rain doesn't work? What the heck? Punching things solves everything. Ugh. So we only take 1 hit, and this remains down, and now it is...
Well, at least the rain is off, and there's a little dome above us blocking the drizzle.
Oh, I love it. So it's like partially a little bit sheltered, but like it's still definitely there causing problems. Yeah. I love it. All right, Rouge, what's your move?
So Rouge sees the smack talking skull and turns to the party and says,
Sorry, can I ask a clarifying thing real fast?
Yes.
Yeah. So you were rolling against Drizzle.
Yes.
Is there a reason we started with Drizzle rather than, say, the smack talking skull or the great?
You can tackle them in any order you choose.
Start with Drizzle. You chose to start with Drizzle.
That's just like the current scenario. And sometimes like they may play off each other narratively or to your advantage or whatever. Okay. So that this is just the current situation that we face, but you tackle one challenge at a time.
Okay, cool.
I have another question too. So if we want to aid someone, do we have to wait for them to ask us to help, or can we jump in and offer aid?
You're welcome. Generally, it's someone can ask somebody, like if you ask someone specifically, they are welcome to say no. But narratively, if your character is a go-getter and you want to just like throw your hat in the ring, you're like, I got this, then you're welcome to do so.
Okay.
And then that person may take you up on it or whatever. So Rouge, what's your move?
Yes, Rouge spies the smack talking skull, and I don't think we've had one of these yet, but at the bottom of that card, I think it's a story.
Oh yes. Well, you've now told me that you are going to tackle the smack talking skull. So we have a story bonus, so that when taking on the smack talking skull, if you lend us some details about the story, what's this haunted skull's cruelest insult? That gives you +1 strength to defeating it.
Yes. So the normally calm and collected, pretty cool Rouge sees the smack talking troll and just, I know that guy. And turns over to the party and says, they called my contouring basic.
It's not basic.
No.
Basic.
Shade.
So, yeah, I'm gonna give that smack talking skull a piece of my mind.
All
And
right.
so I would say that that is the cruelest insult that one can suffer.
Oh, that is the cruelest of cruel.
And
So yours.
so hold on. So Rouge the Rogue struts on over to the smack talking skull and says, "Aha! Who's basic now?" And the smack talking skull sort of inflates and says, "I could smell your product from a mile away. I have no fear of you." And Rouge kind of struts right backwards and turns over to Samuel and says, "Hey, Samuel, actually, I know I said I could handle this on my own, but I could really use your help if you're not too busy."
I'm going to come up to Rouge and put my hand on their shoulder. Rouge, I will give you whatever help you need. And today, I know that the help you need is for me to tell you that you can do it. And I want you to do it.
Heck
Now
yeah.
turn around and
Heck
tell that
yeah.
skull who does the best contour.
Heck yeah!
Do it.
Now that is bardic inspiration if ever I've
Is he
heard
helping
it.
or not? I can't actually tell.
I'm helping you.
Oh,
Such-
okay.
So you get
Such-
plus
So
one.
is there ever a reason
Yeah.
not to help? Like in
No.
Munchkin, if you help, you also take on the risk of failing that battle.
Mm-mm.
No,
there-
our health,
gonna
our
have-
health tracker is as a group.
Sure.
The only negative to helping is that your help might be more beneficial later on in the round. You only get to help once per rotation.
Unless you're the bard.
Unless you're the bard, you
I
get
can
to help
help
everybody all the time.
So inspirational.
So he gets, that's why sorry, I keep bumping this. The action token is up here. So we know who helped this round. And then at the end of the round, they all come back. And so we know that that Harkness can no longer help during this round. So for instance, if you have
help,
skills,
can you still be the lead on an action?
yes, you're still going to have a turn, but you can't help anybody else.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. So with that, we will say that the story bonus gives you 1 because of the shade that was thrown.
Mhm.
And then your
I
skill
have
against
a 4 against
Mhm.
traps.
your skill
Yep.
against traps is 4, so that puts you up to a 5. And then with your bardic reassurance, that puts you up to 6. And the difficulty is 7. So as long as we don't epic
Auto
fail, we'll be good. And
Easy
that is
money.
a 3.
Beauty.
So how does the smack talking skull get defeated?
Yeah, so Rouge goes right up to the smack talking skull and says, "You know what? Your contouring's basic." And turns right back around and heads right back to the crew.
Oh,
Giant
just-
smile on their face. Nailed it.
and just crumbles into ash.
Yes.
Fantastic. So now when a challenge is defeated, the person who completed that challenge gets to keep this. So I'll just ask you to keep a tally. This card, or this icon here is your loot value. And that is when you get up to 3, you get to exchange 3 loot at the Fantasy Costco at the end of your turn. So keep track. I will keep track of how many of these you have, but so far Rouge has 1. And so a couple more and someone gets to go shopping. So now we find ourselves tormented by a haunting melody. And we must decide what's the song that's driving you insane. And you can't say Baby Shark
Okay.
while dealing with the drizzle and somehow opening the Great Gate. So I believe that is Samuel's turn.
All right. This rain is pretty bad. It's the worst. Okay. I don't know how you all feel about this, but Samuel
Now the
is
drizzle is actually a difficulty 7, and our haunting melody is a difficulty 9. Am I reading that right?
That's correct.
That's right.
It is. All right. We need to get rid of this rain. All right. So badly. And so Samuel is going to, as most halflings do, they are all about their material possessions. He's going to see if he's brought his umbrella with him. His very large umbrella for all of his friends. You know, this is, like I said, he's the friend everybody wants, and Samuel would have a large umbrella for his friends.
Always prepared.
So I'm going to attempt to challenge this drizzle. All right. So I have a +4 against relic challenges. And then it's just regular +1 against all challenges, right?
Yes, so it's just 2 if you did either of these, but it's 4 in anything in this pile.
Okay. And let's see here. And you know that I'm struggling. I'm a small man. It's I'm gonna look over at Beth. Just kind of nod.
Yeah, man, I got you.
Give me a hand here.
I'm like, I grab this thing and I just like use all my giant muscles and I'm just like, beep, just like high enough for everybody.
Okay.
So with my assist before the roll, that puts us up to a 6, and we have to get that 3 or higher. Am I doing the math correct? Yeah.
It's a 7.
Oh, I was doing it. Yeah. Sorry. It's the other way around. Yeah. So it's a 7. So we just need to not epic fail.
That's right.
Come on. Come on. Here we go.
Oh.
And when we need it, when we didn't need it, that's a 6.
It's a good umbrella. It's a really good umbrella. It's very strong. It's got a little spike in the ground, so I could put it there so we can all just kind of chill under this umbrella until we come up with our next idea.
That's fantastic.
Does that say lightning bolts?
Oh, yes. We now are faced with dodging lightning bolts.
That was a good idea for me to put that umbrella out.
The really tall umbrella.
So because this is an interesting card, because this is so challenging that the toll that you take by dodging lightning bolts is so exhausting, you must spend your action token to engage this challenge. So this would be an answer, Porter, to your question. Is there any reason you wouldn't help? Is if you want to do this on your turn, you have to have your action token left to spend. If it's already been spent that turn, you can't do this.
Brutal. These
So
are
your
some very hard
I
cards.
can't do it because I spent my action token.
Wait,
Dang it.
So your action token is when you help someone else?
Right. I'm not sure this comes all the way through if our screen reaches down to the edge, but I've got the unused action tokens down here below our strength tracker. And if it's been used on this round, it goes up here. And then we'll take them all back next time. So,
Nice.
so Rouge and Zoe have not yet assisted. So, Zoe, you're welcome to take this on if you like. What is your challenge?
Okay, I am going to take on that haunting melody.
What is the song that's driving you insane? And you can't say
song
Davidport.
that is driving me insane is I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. Dun, da, da, da,
Like ears start to bleed. It's just...
Hey, that's topical because it's Christmas time when we're doing this.
I know. And so Zoe,
Anyone with toddlers understands.
so we're just hearing this all around as we're trying to go through the great gate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Zoe, as a priest and a gnome, let's see, it's not dark, so she's not afraid, so that's good. She is going to, is there moss around? Could you grab some moss? She's gonna grab some moss.
Sure.
And she's gonna make little earplugs for everyone so we can just stuff them into our ears and we don't have to hear this hippopotamus.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's very resourceful.
Yeah. So she has a +4 strength against spooky challenges.
That's right. And because you've named the song that is driving us all insane, that also puts you up to a 5. So our challenge to beat is a 9. So you are welcome to take this on, mossy earplugs, or if you'd like to assist somebody else in gathering moss.
Oh.
Or to have somebody assist you. If you'd like to enlist some help, then you can boost this from 5 a little bit closer to 9.
Oh yeah. So I look over at Samuel.
Of course you do.
Um,
This is why you want Samuel in your group.
Of course.
Of course.
Samuel, you look like a great moss gatherer. Can you
course.
come help me? Come make these, and we're just gonna roll them and make them a nice little shape so they fit really nicely into everyone's ears, please.
Absolutely. You know that Samuel is he's a halfling. They do like gardening things and whatnot. So I'm right at home. Start pulling up some moss. Maybe eat some as I go along.
Just a little snack for the road.
Yeah.
Really resisting the urge to make something about halflings rolling doobies or something like
Yes.
All right. So with this excellent resourceful earplug making to drown out this haunting melody, our collective strength is at a 6, and we must beat meet or beat a 9.
It's tough still.
So 3 or higher. Here we go. And there's
Oh!
a 6.
Oh, baby. We're going to pay for this later.
All right. So how does it feel having this haunting melody completely drowned out due to your handiwork?
Oh, it feels so good. It's like that relief. Like when you hear the smoke detector going and it's been chirping and chirping and chirping, and then it just stops and you hear that silence and it's magical. That is what it feels like.
Oh, beauty. All right. Well, as
What? I can't hear you. I have moss in my ears. Can I take it out?
as the
No. Oh,
as the haunting
No, leave it in the ears.
as the haunting melody is drowned out into the distance, the comforting silence is soon shaken by the fact that we are now faced by trying to open a non-sinister coffin. It's just a regular, not spooky coffin. It's tasteful, we swear. What is it doing here?
I'm very confused what it's doing here because we still haven't even gone through the gate yet, and all of a sudden a coffin just appears. It's like
No. That's what happens, I guess, when you try
Maybe
to
the
confront
haunting
a
melody
witch.
was coming out of the spooky coffin in the courtyard.
There you go.
Oh,
Very
I mean,
That's-
that makes it more sinister to me.
Coffin.
Like, now we have a music playing coffin.
Yeah, but this is just a regular, non-sinister coffin, not spooky. It's
That's right.
it's tasteful.
Hippopotami.
All right, well, Harkness, that brings us to you.
Oh, I really want to do something about the lightning bolt, and I can't, which means I guess, you know what? I'm gonna go.
Sure, you can.
I spent my action token.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yep,
I helped.
right,
What
you
get for
did.
being helpful. Ugh. So he skips out of the way of the lightning bolt, and with his little energy dome umbrella around him that is only helping him, so it's not helping anyone else from the previous drizzle. And he goes up to the great gate and starts trying to interpret the runes, and then realizes that it's really just locked. Can I see the great
Yeah.
gate card?
What is your trick for opening the door?
Ooh, oh, got this. I'm gonna use a knock spell. I gotta just flip. I know that my advisor had a knock spell in here somewhere. I just have to find it. It's gonna take me a few minutes, but yeah, I'm still only rolling a 1. So someone please help me.
I help you.
He's gonna call he's gonna call Rouge.
There you go.
over.
It makes
Rouge?
sense.
Honey
Oh
baby.
yeah. Ready.
So, I've got a spell here that will let me manipulate the insides of the locking mechanism, but can you tell me how that locking mechanism works? I mean, I know, but
I'd love to. So Rouge just pops on over. It's not sinister, right?
No, it's just locked. It's just a big old gate is locked.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
so I only have a 1. What is
Correct.
3 plus 3.
Ooh.
So for
Wait, does
future
that benefit-
reference,
Oh, but I got a story bonus.
yes. So
Okay.
you got the story bonus by having your knock spell, and
Yep.
then
Yeah.
The rogue assist is the highest of any of the other classes. Bard gets to help a lot, but
very
rogue gets to
small.
help once, but huge. So that is going to really help those numbers. So we are at a 5 and must meet or beat a 7. So we need a
Okay.
2 or higher.
Do it.
Oh,
Hot 6s. This is great.
All right. So I'm
All
listening
right.
to what Rouge's instructions. I'm like kind of manipulating imaginary lock picks, but which is resulting in actually magically undoing the lock. And when it works, I'm like, aha! Yes!
Fantastic.
I knew that would work.
did it.
Thanks, Rouge.
So by breaching the gates, that brings us to the top of the order. So all action tokens are returned. So certainly, thank you, Porter, for reminding us that the effect is that if you choose to take on lightning bolts on this turn, you have to hold back your help, with the exception of our dear Samuel, of course, because
That's right.
everyone needs a Samuel in their party.
That's right. Got llama's bread and whatnot.
All right, so we are now trying to open a non-sinister coffin while dodging lightning bolts and crossing a narrow bridge. So it is worth noting that the narrow bridge, being narrow, must be completed solo.
Ooh, there you
This
go.
icon means no help.
What's the story bonus?
You must cross this bridge alone. Why is this so dangerous? Why is it so dangerous?
Tiffany, question for you. How many
Yes.
cards are in each stack?
There are 10 cards, including they're this big. There are 10 challenges in each deck. And after the 4th card, so at about the act break, I would say, there may be some unexpected help coming from some maybe familiar faces. So we have some help coming our way if we defeat up to down to 4. But the end of the deck is 10. So we have to complete 10 in the relic deck and at least one other one.
Perfect.
All right. So Beth is going to, it's been raining and there's all this weird spooky crap happening and she just wants to punch somebody and there's no faces to smash in. It's so annoying. So she's just going to try to get to the nearest face to punch in. And she's just like, at this point, just go. So she's going to take on the bridge. And
Punch the bridge.
I'm just going to punch the bridge. So here's
like a comic book writer's rule that when you start when things start getting a little slow, just give them someone to punch.
Give him some noses to bash in or a weird glance from across the room.
So hold on, Beth. Why is the bridge dangerous?
Oh, I was getting there. I was about to leave you my tapestry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just jumping ahead.
So the problem with this bridge is that it's got slippery moss every other footfall, every other foot rung across this bridge, and the handrails are not ropes, they're made of snakes. So it's a
snake hole.
It is the snake hole.
It is the snake hole. Handrails made of snakes. So just as you grab to slip and you grab onto, you just got to go fast. You got to be sure-footed and just go fast. And that's kind of Beth's thing, is just ask questions later. Just go. Just start swinging. If the hands don't work, just go over the feet and just go. So we are going to come at this with a 2 and can't help. So I just have to be incredibly lucky with my hot dice. And so I'm up to a 3. I got to roll a 4 or higher because the lightning bolts would make a snake bridge, challenging. So 4 or higher. Here we go. And it wouldn't have mattered because that is a failure.
Oh.
Bummer. Not Beth's day. All right.
Someone grabbed a snake.
So that's what happened, is that there was just a lightning crack just at the flash, exactly as she was trying to make a land of a foot. And things reflected weird, and she went and just grabbed out, and she ended up punching something, but it was snakes, and they bit her hands, and now she's like rubbing her like wounds and bite marks and heading back. So that
they
didn't
poison
work
snakes?
out. I guess we'll find out, won't we? I'm fine. It's fine. These are my punching hands. Like this, it's fine. So, all right. Well, with that, she slinks back to the party, and it is Rouge's turn.
Yeah. So, Rouge just cannot get over how creepy and actually sinister it is that a non-sinister coffin is playing music, specifically that music that someone decided to be buried with that song on repeat forever. That is sinister. Like there's nothing not sinister about that. So having a non-sinister coffin behaving sinisterly is just not sitting well with them. So Rouge is going to inspect and dismantle this non-sinister coffin.
All right. So with Rouge's +4 against traps,
Yes.
that's where you sit, unless you'd like to enlist some help.
Absolutely. I would like, because this is a 9.
This is a 9.
It's big.
Whew. Ho, ho. Yeah. Hey, Zoe.
I just want to point something out, game mechanically wise.
Yes.
If I don't help, now I know that you're talking, you're dealing with snakes,
Yes.
but wait, no, you're doing, which one are you doing?
I'm doing the non-sinister coffin.
The non-sinister coffin. If I don't help, I didn't do this last time and I should have. I'm reading my character sheet and it says, at the end of your turn, you may spend your action token to restore 1 help to the party.
Correct. So if you haven't helped by the time it's your turn, that's what you can spend your action token doing. That's how you help. Instead of helping on one person's challenge, you increase the party's health.
So I'm happy to help, but if we want, if we all want me to save my token,
Save you.
I'll do that.
So, yeah. So Rouge turns over to Zoe and says, "Hey, Zoe. I could really use some help here on this coffin. It's definitely sinister, not sinister. Could you just turn around and please tap Harkness for me?"
And Zoe just turns and she has to reach up pretty high and tap, 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 pulls on Harkness's.
Harkness is looking up through his little force field umbrella above him, and he's studying the lightning bolts and like stepping to the side and trying to, and he's like, "What? No, this is very interesting. No, I'm saving my action token for some friggin' lightning bolts."
Aw, dang it. All right, well, let's do it.
All right. Well, anybody else you want to enlist? You're just going at it solo.
Oh, do I get to request multiple times? I thought I only got like 1 request.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you do.
You
I'm
only
just
get-
So when we turn him down, we're shutting him down?
Yes.
I'll give.
Dude, why didn't you ask the bard?
So
because
that was
one
a rules.
ain't gonna cut it.
That was a rules clarification error on my part. I had forgotten the caveat that yes, you may only enlist the help of a person, and they may either say yes or no. You can't just go down the line and see who's available.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I did not make that clear, so I will now allow you to ask an objective. Maybe we'll just call this a colored decision. That you may have some insight as to who's going to say yes and no,
Hey,
but you can re-ask, and now we know.
No, Harkness. I could use your help here. I mean, I know the lightning's interesting, but this is freaking scary.
Harkness, just help our friend out.
He nods.
You can do it. You can do it. I'll take care of the lightning. It's no big deal.
He shakes his head again. Oh God, no! Please don't. And he Sure, I will help with non-sinister coffin.
All right.
Yes. All right, so that gives you a +2.
That goes up to 6, and we must roll a 9.
Roll a 3. Roll a 3.
Yes.
Tiffany!
It's them's the bones. That had nothing to do with
Dad,
me.
We keep rolling like this. I'm gonna need more to drink.
Oh, beans.
Oh, goodness. All right. Well, Rouge, what happened? How did this go so wrong?
I don't know. I went over there and I tried to dismantle it, and there was a particularly loud lightning bolt, and it just spooked the pants off of me. Figuratively.
Oh, rats.
There you go.
Well, with that, our health tracker goes down 1, and we still have this up. And the beauty is that it only goes down 1 because a non-sinister coffin, just a box sitting in the ground, doesn't really fight back. So we only lost 1 health.
Okay.
So as we sort of dust off from that failure, Samuel, what's going on?
I'm gonna put my umbrella away, and this lightning is gonna stop. You know, I never should have put a lightning umbrella up when it was obviously drizzling. It's just asking for trouble here. So I'm gonna put my umbrella away. So that's gonna put me up to a 4 for that. And once again, like, the umbrella is heavy. I needed help getting it out. I'm going to ask Beth to give me a hand putting it away.
Happy to.
Okay.
I got you. So I'm just like back in. So that puts us up to 2, or puts us up to, and that is a 6, and we are rolling a 7.
8.
We need an 8.
8, right, because of the bridge, right?
Yep.
Because lightning on the bridge, and the bridge
Yeah,
is
of
narrow,
course.
so either way, working against each other.
Okay.
Big money.
Come on.
There's the 6.
Woo.
We did the very difficult thing of putting the umbrella away. Okay, so the umbrella is away, stowed away. I look over at Harkness. The umbrella the lightning just stops. I got you, fam. Oh no! I should have kept the umbrella out.
This
Well,
whole
we
adventure
still-
is just gonna be like putting the umbrella out and taking the umbrella down and putting it out and taking
We
it
still have to. We have to get through that deck.
Harkness is so annoyed at you.
Oh,
So
Haunted
now-
Blizzard.
Although the lightning has stopped, we now must fight our way through a haunted blizzard.
Wait, what is a haunted blizzard?
Is a spooky one.
You tell
It's
me.
a blizzard. It's a blizzard that's haunted. Questions.
It screams. This makes sense. I was like, why are all of these weather related? And then I was like, oh, wait a second. It's a staff of shining frost. It's a themed deck.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Makes sense now.
It's a weather controlling elemental staff, fire and ice, that
I
kind
was
of
like,
stuff.
oh, well, that's really convenient. We all pulled all these weather cards to use in this deck. Okay.
And I feel like I named the staff incorrectly. I feel like it should have been the staff of the 4 seasons.
It
Ah,
was always next time. Okay.
the ultimate crossover.
Opportunity for cross promotion.
I know.
I love it. All right. Well, just a quick economy check. We've got Brendan is at 1 and Tom is at 2, and Porter and Aaron each have 1. So the next 2, these actually have a 2 loot value. So the next person to defeat one of these cards gets to go shopping at the Fantasy Costco, which is going to make a lot of this stuff a lot easier. So just keeping that on track. All right, it is
Wait, did
it
you
is Zoe's turn.
say I had one?
Yes, because you
Okay.
opened the gate.
Right.
You opened the great gate.
Okay. Zoe sees those snakes and they look so cute. She's
Aw.
like, oh, little snakes. And so she goes running over and she is going to attempt to just kind of pet those snakes and kind of skip across as she makes her way across that narrow bridge all by herself. And so with it, can I see that card again, Tiffany?
Yeah.
So with the story element, can I use that same element as the ropes or snakes? in order
Yes. So the
to gain-
first person to take the challenge gets to name the story element, and then that becomes our canon. So the
Okay.
snakes, the bridge is made of snakes is
But
so
then
you
as she gets
automatically
going-
start at a 1.
As she gets going across the bridge, she freezes and looks at Samuel like, "Oh, can I do this actually? I don't know. Can I do this? I think I need some inspiration."
Can have inspiration. You can do it.
But wait, he can't.
No, you cannot.
You
You cannot do
cannot.
it. It is solo.
Oh, that's right.
Oh no!
He's calling out, and it doesn't help.
If you have the moss in your ears, you just see me mouthing
That's
words.
right. You didn't hear a thing.
You're
Didn't
like,
hear-
if you know that what I'm saying is probably good, but you just can't.
Oh no! Yeah.
No. You're on mute. I can't.
I thought I was really on mute for a second. I was like, oh
No.
man,
It's not a Zoom joke you can make. Not
Yeah,
funny
right.
on Zoom.
watch yourself. All right.
So I have a +2, and then I'm gonna get another 1 for my story. So I'm gonna +3, and we're gonna roll.
All right, 3 or higher. At least there's no lightning, so at least you're 1 less difficulty than when I tried it. So we got to make a 6. Here we go. And there's your 3. Got to 6. You made it. So you just made it. How did you just make it? What does it feel like when you beat this bridge?
Oh, actually, it feels great. I mean, she just really likes those snakes, and she's going. It's not a big deal at all. It's like I'm just walking around here, seeing the cute scenery, making some friends, and there we go.
You just like pet them all as you walk across, and you're like, guys, it's fine. They're nice.
I don't know
Fantastic.
what all the fuss was about.
Some of us aren't really super cool with snakes, but I'm really glad that they're your friends because that helps. Thank you. And so I'm like,
Ooh.
so we all cross the bridge, just kind of like carefully. Okay, snakes, but okay. Zoe says it's fine, so let's go. So as we all follow across the narrow bridge, 1 by 1, single file, we now must get past the Gerblin garrison. And we must decide what is an interesting fact about this group of Gerblins.
Oh, wait. I need to do something on my turn.
Yes.
Since I haven't helped anyone, I want to take our health up 1.
Yes. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so we will use your token to do that. And we will move our health tracker up 1. Thank you,
Yeah.
Zoe.
That's the stuff.
All right. Harkness, bring it home.
And I really want to throw a fireball at the Gerblin garrison, but I've already spent my action token for my battle magic ability.
Nope, that's the action token required to defeat it only applies to the haunted blizzard. You can do whatever you want to those Gerblins.
No. That's on my character sheet. My special ability is battle magic, which lets me roll a die. Before I roll a die to defeat a monster challenge, i.e., a whole Gerblins, you may spend your action token to add +3.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's the part you're using. Okay.
But I've already spent my action token. So I think I might just have to do a magic missile instead.
Okay, no shame in that.
Because I think my odds are just as good at that as the Sinister Coffin. So I think, yeah. Oh, wait. Ooh, the goblin. If I fail, that's a 2 damage.
It is, because there's them Gerblins. They got a bite.
Garrison of Gerblins.
Unfortunately, yeah. All right, no. We're going to keep working on this Okay, since everyone is so obsessed with this non-Sinister Coffin that I have just not been interested in, I'm going to come over and see if I can figure out what is in fact up with this non-Sinister Coffin. And this is, oh man, Oh, it's a 10.
All we really have to do is open it. So if that's something you think that would be worth a shot, let's try to crack the thing open. So is that where we're going?
Yeah, I'm actually just I'm realizing that the haunted blizzard gives it a +2.
It's 10.
The
And
blizzard
it's
is
also a 10.
It's only a 10 too. You could always go for the blizzard.
And Blizzard has, do you see that icon down there with the hand? doing
Helpers?
this?
Okay,
Yep,
yeah.
You can
We'll-
have 2 helpers
We'll do
over
that.
here,
We'll
and one
do
of them
that.
is the
Okay.
Rouge.
So I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna deal with this haunted blizzard, and I'm gonna ask for help from Rouge and Samuel. And I pull them in together and I start whispering in their ears, and then we'll see if they decide with my genius plan that I'm only gonna tell them.
Of course.
I can't
Oh,
hear you.
okay.
I have moss in my ears.
We're going to improvise. All right.
All right. So with this clandestine
So-
plan I know nothing about.
I'm a 1,
Yes.
and if they're helping,
I
Yep.
have a +1.
We have a +1 and a +3, so that at least I'm going to stop bumping that one day. Okay, so that brings you up to a 5 with 2 helpers.
Oh,
man,
yikes.
all right. Well, let's hope that's
Here
kind of
we
all we
go.
can do here.
Oh,
a couple of-
hold on. Nope,
Huh?
never mind. Just kidding. Nope,
Uh-huh.
nope.
All right. So here we go. Got 5 or higher. Or sorry, we got to roll. Yeah, 5 or higher. Here we go. There's a 6 for you.
Yeah! Woo! All right, so
Money.
Hardness gives each of them a little special rod to hold, and as they walk out, my little force field umbrella starts getting like really big as it closes around us into a big dome.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, I love it. All right. So as the haunted blizzard dissipates, we will address this loot situation in a moment because we're still trying to crack open this non-sinister coffin, but now we must survive the perfect storm.
Oh no.
And we must decide what's so perfect about this storm.
Okay.
Also with 2 helpers. But the perfect storm is so perfect, it is in and of itself a monster.
Wow.
Oh, ooh. Okay.
Worth noting. So, Harkness, before the end of your turn, if you would like to go shopping at the Fantasy Costco,
Fantasy Costco, where all your dreams come true. Got a deal for you.
Okay, there you go.
Anyway,
Thank you, Brendan.
yeah.
So, did I get 2 loot from that one, or do we
You-
all get 2 loot from that one?
So the way Fantasy Costco works is you keep the loot from the challenges that you defeat.
Okay.
Depending on the items, they can either be ongoing bonuses for you, they can be helper bonuses for later. So they're certainly advantageous to the whole group, but just ongoing. So we can all keep in mind, you may only have 2 Fantasy Costco cards in your hand at a time. So if you pick up a 3rd item or if something may happen, you are welcome to give it to another player
Okay.
when that may arise. So just because it's yours doesn't mean it's yours forever. You can pass it on. So it may still give benefit to the group, but it is yours to choose.
Okay, so I got 1 loot earlier, and I just got 2 loot now. So is there?
Right,
Do
so
I have
you
to go
need
shopping,
3.
or is this a? Oh,
It is
it's
3 per item. It's a blanket cost. It is 3 per item. You don't, once you get up to 3, you get to choose 1 card. It's 3 loot, 1 card.
Rad.
And there's no benefit to having more than 3 because Garfield the Deals Warlock does not give change.
All right.
So
No
up to
hoarding,
3,
just
buy a card.
Get your card. All right.
All right. So we will trade in this loot. And our dear wizard is now in possession of dragon scale armor.
Because all good wizards wear
Well-
armor.
Ooh, that's actually a really good armor for me.
The Dragon Preservation Society would like to remind you that scale is murder.
What is the little recycle icon?
So that is the icon that means ongoing,
Oh,
which
okay.
means you all the time, now just by wearing this, you have +1 strength versus all monsters and all magic.
Wow.
Sweet.
So For the sake of the Zoom version of this game, I will keep this with your character sheet. So I will remember that you have this, but you just take
I wrote
note
it down
of those
too,
bonuses.
so.
Awesome.
Now, important note, that only affects your primary strength. It's not your assist strength.
Yes.
Right. That
very
was the
synergistic with my strengths already, so that's rad.
okay. All right. So we used all of our assist tokens, all of
Way
our
to
action
go.
tokens. Everybody was so helpful. That was great.
We're efficient.
We're a team.
We're like a fantasy SWAT team.
All right. So at the top of the order, Beth is so excited. Remember when she was shadowboxing the drizzle? Now there's an actual monster storm that she gets to fight. So Beth is she just gets that like glaze of just fury, just like, oh yeah, like walking in for a fight, and is going to take on the perfect storm. So Beth's bonus is +4 just to monsters. But what's so perfect about this storm is that every raindrop that's falling catches perfectly the reflection of the faces of the people around her. And so they're just distorted enough that it's not you. Like she's not like punching you personally, but it's just like, oh, good at target. And she just sees faces and she's just ready. They're just like these perfect little mirror droplets that are falling and just making excellent targets to punch.
Wow, that's so much cooler than the George Clooney joke I was gonna make. Okay.
It's like a Funhouse Mirrors type scenario.
Exactly. It's just crystal clear raindrops. But I mean, this is too good of a fight to just go in it solo. So Rouge, do you want in on this action? You want to just like start cracking skulls?
Absolutely.
All right.
These gerblins, they undercut me when I was trying to sell my multigrain boxes.
You got to work out some of that rage. You just got to start swinging. It makes you feel so much better. Once you just start seeing like the faces smash, it's just a relief.
Yes.
All right. So with Rouge's help, that puts us up to a 7, and this is still an 11. So we still have one more help that we're willing to enlist. And I'm wondering if Samuel needs to work out some of that rage. I know deep down inside, you have to have like some negative energy. You can't just be this nice all the time, right? Like there's got to be somebody you want to punch.
No, I'm gonna just pull out a smaller umbrella. Like, all right, punch your storm. I will keep you dry.
Oh,
I refuse to even punch a single raindrop.
Never.
but the punches will land so much better if
That's
we're
right.
dry. That's great. All right, so that puts us up to an 8. We're working up to an 11, so we need a 3 or higher. Here we go. And there's a 5.
Okay.
So just every single raindrop, just like it's like a speed bag. It's just so much so that the water droplets just dissipate into like humidity. The particles are that small. They're just gone.
Okay. Wow, that was intense. Okay, here we go. Oh, I love when I see a question mark in anything.
So here we have our first surprise. So this now goes into our active surprise slot. So, that's going to be hard to see. Let me,
It'll be okay.
I'll slide it over so everybody can see it. So our surprise is our annoying roommate.
Hate that guy.
Your roommate at the Bureau of Balance is a pain, but sometimes helpful. So we discard this card. Instead of engaging a challenge, we draw a Fantasy Costco card and explain how it came from your roommate.
Ooh.
Fantastic.
So if you want to take your turn to just get an item, you must choose to do this and explain how it came from your roommate.
Okay.
So that is, where shall I put it? Here.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's great.
So now this is able to be utilized by anyone on their turn. Only one of these cards may be active at a time, So if the next one comes up and this is still here, it just goes away.
So that can that only be used one time?
It is a discard. Yes.
Okay.
The little cup icon means discard. So now it is also worth noting that this will go away the next time this deck or this deck is defeated, because these are each at 3. So there's a surprise waiting on the other side of either of these decks. So if you want a free Costco item and you want to tell us how it came to you from your annoying roommate, and you want to take on one of these, or you're thinking about it, do this one first.
Can we also just acknowledge the fact that the next relic challenge is now a reign of kittens?
Oh, yes. Oh, we're getting there. So while we're all focused on opening this non-sinister coffin, we have now beaten up the rain, and we now must survive a reign of kittens. And we must decide who is the cutest kitten in this terrifying deluge.
If there's a reign of puppies in this deck as well, I'm really gonna love it.
Dogs.
All right, and so that brings us to Rouge.
Yeah, okay. So I think I hope I don't offend everyone by doing this, but could everyone please join me for a moment? And I want to talk to you about an opportunity. And
I'm in.
Here's great.
Sign me up.
See, okay,
Sam.
great. In that case, Rouge Rouge looks to their left and sees Daniel, their college roommate. Daniel, I'm so happy to see you. As you can tell, we have all of these kittens raining from the sky. And
Curtains is like, who the hell is this guy?
Daniel.
He just
I've
appeared.
told you about Daniel. Daniel is really awful. But Daniel is really into rescuing cats now, and it's their calling. They're very passionate about it. And so Daniel and I have this arrangement where I provide him cats, and he provides me swag. And there are some tax implications, but we haven't really figured them out yet. So if you guys could all, and again, this is why I need everyone to just be on the level here, not tell the federal government about this exchange of cats for items, that would be perfect.
Is this a Tiger King bit?
Yes.
I'm in.
Thank you. Yes. Oh, and he gets it. And did you get the perfect pun? Oh,
I can't.
with the cat.
She's. Look, I'll trade you this one. She just climbed up my lap and just tried to bite me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And just to clarify, who's the cutest kitty? They're all the cutest kitties, but it doesn't really matter. So I am discarding the annoying roommate for a Costco card.
So, sorry, for clarification, this is instead of doing a challenge on your turn. The Costco item does not beat the challenge.
Yes.
Okay, so the kittens are just flavor for you just getting your item from your roommate.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. So, that being said,
and I actually, because I am so sneaky, I get to draw 2 fantasy Costco cards.
Whoa.
Instead of 1. That's my sneaky rogue thing.
That's right. So you get to draw 2, and then this does not go back in the deck. Whatever he chooses against goes in the discard. So we don't see it again. He just gets to choose. So the roommate has, either provided you with Phantom Fist or Mystery Powder. Phantom Fist has an ongoing +1 strength against monsters. You may discard it to reduce the damage from a failed challenge to 0.
That item is like custom made for our punching warrior there.
Yeah,
Or the-
like so with regards to trading, I can trade it, right?
It's not really, no, it's not a trade. It's more like if you have 2 and somebody else only has 1, you can give it to them.
Okay.
So, or the mystery powder, which you discard to describe its mysterious, miraculous effect and add +2 to anyone's dice roll. 40% mystery, 35% enigma, 20% conundrum, 5%
question marks. I'll go with the Phantom Fist. So +1 to damage.
All right, +1 to strength versus monsters. We wrote a lame pun for this card, but we'll punch it up later. Get it? It's good. It's good. All right, well, our rogue is now in possession of the Phantom Fist and still sitting at 1 loot for his next shopping trip. All right, and so since that was Rouge's turn, it is now Samuel's turn.
Okay, would you mind can you hold up the kittens card?
That is just, you may have 2 helpers. And who is the cutest kitten in this terrifying deluge?
Who's the cutest kitten?
So I have to come up with who the cutest kitten is. And I feel like Rouge has already, he has said it already. They're all the cutest kitten.
Aww.
All right, they all are. And with that said, I feel like, if possible, I'm going to go ahead and attempt to defeat these kittens in the softest possible way I can. Don't want to hurt too many of them.
He's trying to like catch them all.
Yeah,
Like...
catch them all. All right, so that's going to be a +4 for that. But with that said, 2 people can help me. And I have already heard, I know Beth is into puppies and sparkles and whatnot. And Zoe is into all of the animals. All of the animals. All right. I look at both of y'all.
Beth is in. She's already been just like catching the kittens and like sticking them in her pocket. Just like, I'm taking you home. I'm taking you home. So yeah, I'm in.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. All right, there we go.
All right. And so that puts us up to 2 apiece. So that is at 9. And we have no enhancers. So that is a 10. We need a 1 or more.
Fantastic.
Just don't fail. How
Nice.
hard could it be? And there's a 2 for us.
Bravo.
All right, I was
So
really
Samuel,
nervous.
what happens? How is a reign of kittens defeated? How do we do it?
We all love kittens in this group. All right, I feel like we've established that already. We
It's
just
a
start.
Care Bear moment.
Yeah. We just all start catching them, and then Slitheroth is in his lair. He's watching this on his CCTV monitor. All right, and he sees the joy that the kittens are bringing us, and he just pushes the kitten reign. All right, and it just stops.
He's
All
got one button and it just says stop kittens.
Yeah, stop kittens. He's like, they are too happy right now. And he stops it. He's like, none of that.
Gosh.
Get out of here.
That's
Oh, that's
fantastic.
Okay.
So we will allow Samuel to go shopping in a moment, but it
Yes.
must be noted that we are now trying to open the non-sinister coffin while crossing a maze of flame. Just think of it as a fun puzzle that could kill you. So it is a magical trap that 2 people can complete.
And the Gerblins are still at our back.
While getting past the Gerblin garrison,
right.
of
Okay.
course. So that is the challenge before us, but now...
Fantasy Costco, where all your dreams come
Okay.
true. Got a deal for you.
Appreciate that.
Anytime. No. Anytime.
No, every time. All right, and
Okay.
so for our dear friend Samuel, in pacifist mode, we have the lens of creeping.
Well, of course. I just get to. I just want to. I just want to look at stuff. I don't want to like actually interact with it.
Yeah, well, you know what? This is like all about helping and information and just learning more about the world around you.
I'll scope it out for y'all.
Yeah,
Perfect.
fantastic. So you now have an
I
ongoing
get
plus
it.
strength.
Scope it. We're gonna scope it out.
There you go. It's so good. It writes itself.
That's right.
So we have a +1 versus traps or monsters. You're always 1 step ahead of the competition.
Awesome.
So we will turn in your loot, and you now have the lens of creeping. All right, Zoe, how are we going to open the non-sinister coffin while crossing the maze of flame? and getting past the Gerblin garrison
Gerblin
that is at our
garrison.
backs.
Okay, so we need to take care of this non-sinister coffin. Can you hold the card up again, just so
Sure
I
can.
see what is that? What is the text underneath?
It's just a regular, non-spooky coffin. It's tasteful, we swear. What is it doing here?
What is it doing here? And I can only have one friend help me.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's a trap.
Oh, it's a trap.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that mean it does anything, or am I just looking for people to help me?
Nope, just in general. That's all it is. It's a trap. Totally a trap. It's non-sinister, but it's totally a trap.
And it was the thing that was playing I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas.
I know.
Not
So
sinister.
Zoe still has her moss earplugs in. And she looks over. Let's see, has Harkness helped at all? I can't tell who's
Nope.
Okay.
Harkness and Samuel are available.
Well, Zoe looks over.
Fireball the Gerblins.
What?
I really want to fireball the Gerblins, and I can't do that if I help you.
Okay.
So don't ask me. Don't make
Wait,
me.
why? Oh,
Okay, so she looks over at Samuel and she's
Of course.
like, Samuel,
Don't even have to ask.
come open the coffin with me.
Absolutely. I'll do it for you. I'm sure it's perfectly safe. Look at it.
So we want to open the coffin and see what's in it.
All right. So with that, we have a 2. So how is it? Oh, if it was a sinister coffin, it would be totally spooky. But since it's not, you don't get your spooky bonus because it's not spooky. It's non-sinister.
Oh.
Hey,
So-
sorry, can I just interject for a clarification?
Please.
Porter, I am pretty sure your power, the +3 to strength, that's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it says on the card it's when you roll the dice.
Yeah,
Right,
he's waiting
if
to
I
keep
have
it to
be
use
the
his
active
turn.
Player on a monster challenge.
But so if you were assisting and they roll the dice.
Oh, but I have to spend my action token to do it.
Oh, I see.
I'm trying to save my action token because I'm always the last player
That's
in
right.
the round.
Understand. Okay.
So I keep not having my action token, which stops me from doing cool stuff.
I'm sorry. I understand now.
Typical wizard doing their own thing, you know.
Yeah.
He's like he's like studying. He's like flipping through a book.
Order is not good.
Yeah.
This is why improved initiative is always the #1 feat for a wizard. Go first, control the enemies, profit.
All right.
Fair. All right. So with Zoe brings a 2, and with our bardic help, that puts us up to 3.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna hope for a 5 or higher. Here we go.
Grandma always said never leave an empty coffin or a non-sinister coffin unopened.
Oh, there's our 1.
Mm.
So what happened?
We
cracked this
decided,
thing open.
we decided to try to open it, and we opened it, and it was, in fact, a sinister coffin, not a non-sinister coffin.
Oh no.
There's a zombie kitten.
Oh no.
Hate to see that happen.
Yep.
So our health tracker went down to 1. The non-sinister coffin remains intact, enough to be defeated again. And we are now it's our time. Harkness, bring it home.
All right, so Harkness is looking at the mob of Gerblins that are charging at us from the nearby garrison, and he's very calmly just flipping through his book and go, aha! And he starts waving his arms, and he holds the book, and a fireball bursts out from the book, shooting at the host of Gerblins. And I hope I roll high enough. So I get a 5. I get to do a 5 all by myself because no one is available to help me.
That is true.
You also get a story detail if
Oh,
you
So what is an interesting
story.
I was
Yes.
going to do this math. I was going to see how he brings the fire and then tell me something interesting about
So
this group of
something
Gerblins.
Interesting about the group of Gerblins. Ooh. Oh, they are dancing gerblins. So this is like West Side Story. They're coming up. Dun,
Oh, I
Da-da,
That's
da-da,
the
da-da-da-da.
dun, dun, dun. They're all snapping and walking forward very menacingly.
Oh,
So
wow.
I'm rolling with a 6.
Okay, so by using your token, that is adding 3 to your strength. So that's 4 plus your dragon scale armor plus your story detail.
Oh
So the-
wait, is Samuel available?
The bard gets his token back every turn.
Samuel is always available. He sees those goblins singing. He sees them singing and dancing.
Ooh. Samuel, I need accompaniment.
All right, Samuel's gonna start snapping. He's gonna start snapping. He's
Snap. I love it.
do it,
Snaps.
Harkness.
Is Samuel proficient in snaps?
He's a bard. He is.
He majored in snaps.
All right.
All right. So here we sit at a 7 and we must beat an 8. So let's just.
No,
not
I think I
fail.
could beat a 9. The maze.
Oh, because of the maze of flame, right? Because the sharks and the jets of gerblins are trying to weave their way through a maze of fire, so
Totally.
it makes them harder to take down. Gotcha.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
so we need a 2 or higher. Here we go. Automatic success.
Wahoo! Yeah.
All right. So what does the most
Oh wait, that's
epic?
the good one. I
That's
thought
the
that
good
was
one.
fail.
No, that's the automatic success. So what does this handed defeat of this Gerblin garrison look like? What happened?
They're absolutely like fried in an enormous conflagration of fireball. Because
Which is odd because they were making their way through the maze of flame and then they just got defeated by better fire. That's great. Okay. Wow.
How much loot was that one?
That was 2. So you are almost ready. So, all right. So I was wrong on the count. It is after the 4th card. So we now have more surprises coming after this one. So while we still can't crack open this non-sinister coffin, we must cross the maze of flame while climbing down the garbage pit,
Oof.
which contains a monster. So trash compactor, garbage pit, they all have monsters in them. It smells terrible, but it's mostly unsold copies of Mordecai on Blu-ray. So here we are. Facing our next phase of our challenge at the top of the order, which means I'm going to stop bumping this camera.
No, you won't.
And no, I won't. Let's be real. No, I won't. Everybody's action tokens are returned, and everybody is now free to help as they choose. All right. So, looking down at this garbage pit, Beth can see down. She can see like the snarling face of just this putrid beast that lives at the bottom. And we could deal with the maze of flame it may take to get there, but we just have to get past the garbage. And she's ready to start punching monsters. If whoever they are, as gross as they smell, she's just going to go for it. Just start swinging, holding the nose and just go. No, you know what? She's taking out her mossy earplugs up the nose.
There you
Go
go.
for it.
Ah, nice.
All right. So
Chekhov's earplugs.
so Beth is going to head down the garbage pit and defeat the monster at the bottom to make it safe for everybody to pass through. So with a strength of 4 against monsters, we're going to hopefully, that is an 8. I think I need my rouge. I think I need you to back me up and be slippery and get in there to back me up if you can.
Gross.
I know, it's so nasty. I know. We're just gonna have to get we'll shower at the end. We'll do some bath bombs. We'll do a mask. It'll be fine.
Oh, I actually have some that I can give you.
Oh, samples.
And
I'm
also
always
some
down.
literature. It'll be great.
Oh no.
Fantastic. Okay, so with Rouge's help, that puts us to a 7.
Nice.
And we now only need to roll a 1. So here we go. That's the one. That's what we did!
Hey, victory.
Perfect.
So as we get down through the garbage, I see just that Beth sees this face of just this snarling creature, and just before she even sees it, just a quick pop in the nose. It's not glory, it's not satisfying, but it does the job.
Perfect.
So with the garbage pit traversed, oh, we got a lot happening. Okay, so we have our next surprise coming to join us. We have a tragic backstory, which you may discard instead of engaging a challenge. Share a tragic secret from your character's past and draw a fantasy Costco card.
Yeah.
So this mechanically, this is very similar to the last one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Samuel's definitely not taking that.
Bare your heart for loot.
So now, as we must still crack on this non-sinister coffin, we must cross the maze of flame while examining a pile of bones. And there's nothing creepy about finding a giant pile of bones. It's normal stuff, totally not haunted. But what's the most interesting bone?
Man, that is
So that's what you get to determine. And it is also, as you would imagine, a pile of bones to be pretty spooky.
So we have a not spooky pile of bones and a not sinister coffin.
We have a non-sinister container for bones, and we have a pile of bones that's not creepy at all.
Pile of bones without a container and a container for bones.
Correct.
Perfect. Well,
While we have to cross the maze of flame. However, before moving on, Beth gets to go shopping at the...
I don't know.
Fantasy Costco, where all your dreams come true. Got a deal for you.
I thought you weren't going to do it.
It's all that time except for the one. Except for the one time that Beth needs to go. So Beth is now in possession of the Cloak of Invisibility.
Ooh, that's nice.
When you fail a challenge, the damage is reduced by 1. Which is good because Beth has failed a pretty bunch. So
Yep. I was about to say.
equally useful for heroic adventuring and juvenile pranks. So hopefully that'll soften the blow for Beth in the future. All right, Rouge. Now that we've defeated garbage, what's next?
Now that we've defeated garbage.
We are literally garbage people. What are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really tempted to just do the tragic backstory if I'm honest.
You are rogue.
I am. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. I really want to get rid of this non-sinister coffin. So as we're delving deeper and deeper and deeper into the cave, Rouge the Rogue has a flash of brilliance, and she remembers, and they remember that, oh my goodness, it is a sinister coffin. That was what Zoe found out. So it's a non-sinister sinister coffin. And that's why we couldn't figure it out, because we were just doing the non-sinister, but it's a sinister No, it's a non-sinister sinister.
Yeah.
I've got it now. I've got the perfect essential oil for So Rouge the Rogue heads over to the non-sinister coffin.
All right, so you are at
4.
a 4 strength against traps.
That is correct.
And Phantom Fist does nothing for you at this time.
That is also correct. And Beth,
What's up?
need you to smashies. Can you smash?
Oh, I can smash open. This is fine. I can punch a box. I can punch a wall. I can punch rain. I'm gonna just crack this thing open.
Perf. Let's do it.
All right, so that puts us at a 6. We need to roll an 8. Here we go.
Do
Doing
it.
Come on.
Do it. No.
Come on.
Oh, you hate to see it. You saw it rock towards the 5 and landed on the 1. Rough. Can I use my Cloak of Invisibility on this? I don't think so. I was all excited. Let me get a clarification on...
Yeah, if items can be used when you help.
Yes.
I Don't.
If a bonus applies when you assist someone else, the card will clearly state it. So, yes, it is not this. If the card applies to assists, it will say so on the card. So since this does not say that, the Cloak of Invisibility does nothing in this instance, which is a huge bummer. So, unfortunately, the Sinister Coffin takes us down another one.
I love that the thing we cannot handle is this completely mundane friggin' coffin. that
Just a big ordinary box.
alone. Like, just guys, walk past the damn coffin.
Oh, goodness. All right. Well, what happened? Why couldn't we get this thing open?
So here's the thing. It's not a non-sinister sinister coffin. It's a sinister, non-sinister sinister coffin.
Oh, I
See
can
what I'm-
see where the
That's where, so we're coming at it all wrong.
There's
common
levels here.
common problem.
Yeah. Multiple
Somewhere
levels.
there's an X-Men comic where Mr. Sinister's like, hello, with his red gem and.
Fantastic. All right, Samuel.
I
What's our next move?
look at everyone. We're not going to do anything unless we can get through this wall of flame or this maze of flame. It's getting warm in here. We need to get out. All right, and who is but the fastest? But has Rouge already helped?
Rouge
Yes.
has already helped, unfortunately.
Oh my word. Okay, I was just looking at the character sheets and saw that Rouge was like a +3. That's why, you know. Okay, let's see here. Harkness.
Ooh, they're not gonna like that.
There's no monsters
Yeah,
at
no, I don't-
present.
there's not a monster for me to
Oh,
fireball
okay.
this round.
That's right.
So
This is fire. I
yeah.
see you are you're good with fire. So I look over at you. I'm like, do your thing. I believe in you. I'm gonna let you handle this. All right. I'm gonna give you
I
some
think
good
this
words.
calls for ice.
Yes, for sure. You do what you think. You do what you think's best. So I'm at 5 against the maze of flame. All right, and then in Harkness, what's that? Take us up 2 more.
I
That
give it-
does.
Okay,
So you're at a
it's
you're at a 7.
still tough.
And gotta beat a 10.
It's tough.
Make her beat a 10.
oh
But you
my-
can
Wait,
ask for
wait,
more
wait,
help.
wait.
Oh, can I?
We can have 2 people help on this.
That is a dual helper situation. So
Oh my word! I the only other person is Zoe. You know you want to get through the maze.
I do, but I want to heal the party.
This is.
I mean, we're hanging
What
in
are
the
we
middle.
rolling
We
on
can
this?
chill
Wait,
for a
wait,
bit.
What are we rolling? What are our odds here?
We are at a 7. You must
at a
meet or
7.
beat a 10.
I feel like Zoe, there will be time for you to help us, but right now we need you to help us.
Yeah, so we have a 50% chance of taking 2 damage here, and if you help, then it's probably giving us like a very, because if you heal us, we only get 1 health back, but
Yeah.
if we fail, we lose 2.
Do
Okay,
it.
sure.
Okay.
Zoe's there.
All right.
All right.
Zoe's
so
voice changed.
Zoe is there.
on it.
Love it.
All right. So with Zoe's help, that puts us to 9. So here we go.
That's so good. That's
Don't
so
fail,
good.
Don't fail. Don't fail. Here we go. 1 is all
See,
you
that's
need.
It. That's it. We are through
1
the
is all
maze.
you need. We got there. So how does this finally non-sinister coffin the maze of flame, as with all of our helpers, our whole party involved, how do we finally cross it?
Oh,
So it's a
with style.
Exactly. That's how we do everything.
I'm just walking in the middle. I'm walking in the middle. I've got these 2 magic casters standing right next to me, just throwing out all sorts of cool magic. It's all slow-mo. In the distance, there's some sort of music
While
playing.
you're walking forward, we're like freezing the walls
Yes.
of flame.
This is,
ahead of you.
I trust my friends. I will walk through fire. with
And he
them.
never looks back once.
Never. That we're through the wall of flame.
Can I have a little pocket, Samuel, to like be with me always? Because
Yeah,
like
everyone-
this is the guy you want around all the
That's what I'm
time,
saying.
as we stated.
He's that friend. We all know that person.
Oh,
All right.
fantastic. So as we have crossed the maze of flame, which is worth 2 loot
Nice.
for Costco reasons, that is worth keeping track of. We now must still crack open this non-sinister coffin. Just can't get through while getting through a wall of
Just leave it alone.
stone.
We'll just deal with the cave. Forget the lich. Clearly, the lich is like underneath the secret compartment
That's
of this
right.
non-sinister coffin.
We just sneak in, sneak out. The lich will never even know we were there. So we must get through, however, a wall of stone. Or as some people call it, a wall. So this wall of stone is so formidable that being a wall in and of itself, it is a monster. And also obviously a trap.
Right. Like in Magic
So-
the Gathering, all walls are creatures.
Precisely. So that is our current challenge. And Zoe, if there's no healing to be done, what is your move?
Okay, so Zoe goes up to the pile of bones. And with that, do I get a +1 if I find
What is the most interesting bone?
the most interesting bone? As she kind of is looking around, there's lots of shapes and sizes, but there's one that has sort of an iridescent gleam to it. It looks like a femur of some sort, maybe a larger animal, but it has sort of a iridescent gloss over it.
Okay.
Kind of looks at it, but in the end, chucks it into the pile of bones. And she is gonna walk over the pile of bones.
All right.
And that's how she's gonna beat it. She looks at Samuel.
Of course. You helped me. I will help you.
Care to join?
I would just start picking through some bones. I don't know what we're doing in here.
Good at picking moss, good at picking bones.
Yeah.
I guess
Love
this is
it.
a bone too.
This is also a bone.
Yep,
He's the
it's a
quicker
bone.
pick number.
Okay, so with Zoe's 5, she has a +4 to spooky and 5 for the story bonus, and with our bardic help that is a 6. So here we go, 3 or higher. I don't believe, the lens of creeping does not apply, and Zoe doesn't have an item yet. So here we go, 3 or higher. Automatic success.
Tell
Oh
me.
yeah.
Zoe gets an item now, right?
Yes.
Good.
Yay!
So Zoe, what happened with this pile of bones that just like let us clearly just go straight on past it? How did you fix the pile of bones puzzle?
Yeah, so that iridescent bone that she was looking at, when she kind of went, that's interesting, but flung it, it kind of had an effect of sort of like parting the Red Sea, but it was parting the Red Sea of the bones, and it just kind of whoosh and let us through.
Lovely.
So.
All right. So with that, we will take you on a shopping trip in just a moment, but
Fantasy Costco, where all your dreams come true. Got a deal for you.
She said a moment, okay?
no, that's okay.
Oh,
I mean, I
I'm
just
sorry.
didn't, after revealing a card, I mean,
I
after
apologize.
something like escaping a spider's lair, you can't just let that hen hang out. So we now, after moving past the pile of bones, maybe it's clear why those pile of bones were there, because we now must escape the spider's lair. When rolling to defeat this challenge, roll twice and use the worst result.
Yikes.
Brutal.
So this one comes with a disadvantage. It is a monster and a trap. Obviously, it's a spider's lair. It's a monster trap.
A monster trap. It is a monster trap.
But not without rewards. Now, our dear friend Zoe is now the proud owner of the know-it-all. So this is the one where when you assist another player, you add +1 to the result.
Oh, Harkness is so jealous.
Ooh,
You don't know
Cool.
everything, just, most things.
Most things.
Very
So-
cool.
And I know things.
So to be clear, this is when you assist another player, you add an additional +1 to the result. So this is the dice roll, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, that's gonna be hard though, because like we're gonna need me to heal us, but we're gonna want me to help you.
That's
We're
right.
going to need to diversify what we consider helping depending on the difficulty of the
Yeah.
challenges. So, so our dear friend Zoe is now the know-it-all. All right. So, Harkness, you're on your own. No more assistance except for, of course, Sam, who's
Samuel.
always there.
Samuel's there. He's rushing around to everyone. You okay? You okay? You need some water? You gotta stay hydrated, my friend.
Oh man, no magical stuff. All right, so I can do a. I don't have my action point, so monsters. I don't get my bonus for monsters.
Doesn't dragon scale armor give you a
It's
bonus?
better.
as well?
Yeah, so monsters are still better than the non-sinister coffin. Yeah, so let's see. Let's
Oh my gosh.
so Wall of Stone 12, Spider's Lair 9, but Spider's Lair I have disadvantage on. Roll twice.
Mhm.
The worst.
Now you also could do the tragic backstory.
Oh.
That's right.
Because if there's nothing like if we really have no chance of any of these, then like maybe that's a good option.
That's a great suggestion. Yes.
Sorry, you know
will
what? I
tragic
forgot to put
backstory.
our card there. It must have moved back to the secret slot. I forgot to bring it out to clarity. So there you go.
Okay. So, as our current surroundings fade away into a memory of sepia tone,
Oh man.
Harkness is sitting in the university and he's looking down at a paper and he's just crying. And you can see in bright red ink a scarlet letter, an F
Oh
on his paper. And he's just broken and sobbing. And his advisor just leaves the room. And after a
Brutal.
while, he looks down and he looks at her bookcase. And he gets up and he goes and he jimmies the lock on her special books and he takes her most precious tome and he leaves school. He never actually graduated. He's been lying to all of you. He does not,
Oh.
in fact, have his doctorate
man.
because he never passed his dissertation.
I felt like I was
Ooh.
in a Zack Snyder film. Like wow.
And he runs away into the night because he still has all the debt from his student loans.
Oh, devastating.
Brutal. Oh, that is truly tragic. Oh, and for tapping into that truly painful memory, you are rewarded with a glowing axe.
Fantasy Costco, where all your dreams come true. Got a deal for you.
So you now
All
have
right, Harkness is getting like Marshall.
Yeah, baby.
And an axe.
So edgy.
All right.
You're an edgy wizard.
he's the
Apparently-
dropout. Of course he is. So you now have ongoing +1 strength versus
Wow.
monsters or spooky because it's glowing. It's an axe and it glows. It's totally bitchin'.
You will.
Heck yeah.
Bitchin'.
You're gonna knock down that wall of stone.
Pry open that damn coffin.
Wait, so what is Harkness's monster ass kicking rating
If-
right now?
If against monsters, if I have my action token, let's see, 6
Whoa.
against monsters. If I have
All
my
right.
on a 6 against monsters, yeah.
Next time anybody tries to forget that and ask Harkness for help, Beth's gonna go, shut up. No, he needs to save it.
Wow, yeah, that's good.
Let the man do his work. All right. Wow, what a way to finish a round. So here we are at the top of the order once more. Oh, golly.
There's some tough stuff out there.
Yeah, you know what? Beth is ready to start tearing apart this spider's lair.
Okay.
And although, yes, the rolling with disadvantage is a little intimidating, she also has the cloak of invisibility, so she's feeling a little chic, a little confident. She's got some new garb. She's feeling fancy. So we'll see how well placed this confidence is. So here we go. That is, I mean, all it does is it's not a reroll. It's just it'll hurt less, but we're gonna go for it anyway. So that is a +4 to monsters, and oh man, I feel like Rouge, we got this like dynamic duo thing going. Like I'm really vibing with like how we kind of put down against monsters.
Yes, and let me tell you something. Have I got the product for you to sweep away these cobwebs? It's the broomstick.
Oh, that sounds very useful.
Hi, Billy Mays here.
It's not even. It's just the stick. It's just the broomstick.
Yes.
It's not
Right.
the
Yeah,
useful
just like
part.
it's
Yeah.
a dowel.
No, that's an add-on. That's the DLC.
Oh my gosh. All right. So with Rouge's help, that is a 7, and we must defeat a 9. So
With disadvantage.
yes.
That's the worst.
So our first roll, here we go. Okay. Got a 6 in the bank. All right.
Not a
And-
1. Not a 1.
2.
All right, that's enough.
Woo!
Nice.
It's enough.
Does
So
that die? Does the dot on the 6? That's a top indicator.
it does. I know it indicates the top,
I've
and I only
never
know
seen a
that.
dice like that before. All right, cool. I was
I
like,
only know that because it only goes
wait a
up to
minute.
6. Otherwise, I would be very confused. Yes, I agree.
all right, cool. I'm with you.
All right. So that 6 was like, she was like feeling herself and getting confident, and then kind of like missed the grab and like narrowly escaped a mandible, but then like got there with the hook. So like, it was feeling pretty good, and then she got there in the end, but barely. But we got there. So a stiff hook to the speederine took us to victory. And after getting through the spider's lair, we now must cross a river of fire.
So much fire.
And within this river of fire, it actually is lava.
Oof.
It's lava. The river is lava. And so whoever takes this on determines how we cross the stream of lava. So we stand on the fiery banks, the banks of flame in the river of fire, but they're on the other side of a wall of stone, so it's fine. We can chill here for a minute. But we still have to deal with this non-sinister coffin, box we can't get open. So, Rouge, I'm feeling good about defeating spiders. What are you feeling?
I want to tackle this sinister, non-sinister, sinister coffin. Because if there's one thing I've learned in all of my days, it's that you can't fail 5 times in a row. It's impossible. And I would like to recruit, if I may. I think Beth again. Yeah, Beth. Yeah, Beth. No, not Beth. Not Beth.
No, definitely not Beth.
Not Beth. No, sorry. Hey, Zoe. Zoe.
There it is.
Hey,
Zoe, we can do this, you and me together. Don't you think?
we're all in this together.
Yes.
I guess it's a
couldn't have
yes.
said it better myself.
All right. So with the +4 to traps that you bring to the party, and with Zoe's help, you get a 2.
No, a 3 to her assist now, I believe.
Yep.
No, it adds to the result.
Oh,
with
to
her
the
know-it-all.
Okay.
Yeah, so
fair
her
enough.
strength with assist is, so it brings
Fair
the
enough.
difficulty down.
Fair
I'm
enough.
gonna have fun after this coffin, so I do know a little bit about it.
We've all been after this coffin. This is the town coffin, you know?
Please solve the damn coffin.
All right, well,
Let's
here we
put it
go.
in the river of lava.
What about the river of lava?
Let's push the coffin into the river of lava.
That's a great idea. Instead of trying to open it, let's just incinerate it.
Yep.
I love it. All right, so here we go. We need a 1 or higher if we invoke the know-it-all skill that Zoe brings to the table. So
That's
here we
not
go.
a use once thing, right? That's a
No, it is ongoing.
Okay.
Yes, because she just knows everything about
Yes.
most things.
It all.
Yes, here we go. So 1 or higher, don't fail. Here's a 4. That'll do it. So this totally non-sinister, but very, very locked down, formidable
No, it's
non-sinister
a
coffin.
sinister, non-sinister, sinister coffin.
Right.
And I believe that that Rouge established that they were going to tackle it. We were going to tackle this coffin. So indeed,
Right.
that is what Rouge does. They tackle the coffin, and the coffin
Goes
on,
into the root.
It's on casters. It turns out we never tried to just like push it,
Oh.
and it just like bloop, slides off into the river.
And we wouldn't have known that without Zoe's in-depth knowledge of casters.
And when it hits the lava, you hear lots of little squeaks, and all these little cute, adorable little rodents come out of the little like internal cavities and like flee, jumping off. And that's what was so weird about it all along.
I knew something was sinister about it.
Something there.
It was a rat trap.
All along, it was like a roach motel. That's all it was. It wasn't a coffin at all. It was just a really big bug trap. All right. So with that, before we go shopping, because that puts you at 3. However, first it must be known that we are now fighting sawbones. These skeletons have doctorates and saws and bones. And bones.
They actually went to school.
They did. They're learned skeletons.
They actually did finish their degree.
Mm-hmm.
That must be very intimidating for Harkness.
Oh, I'm totally gonna roast them with a fireball.
All right, but before we even defeat any of these challenges, someone gets to go shopping.
Fantasy Costco, where all your dreams come true. Got a deal for you.
Oh,
All right, Rouge.
That's never getting old.
No, never.
It may.
No. Never.
I mean, I don't think so.
So, in addition to Phantom Fist, our dear Rouge.
Of course.
I actually get 2 of them.
Oh, I am glad for that because.
But you're gonna take the Ring of Greed. Oh, those are both great.
All right, so the Ring of Greed is an ongoing +2 to strength across the board. However, while you possess this, you cannot assist others, and others cannot assist you.
Oh, get rid of that.
Oh,
but
I want that card.
I know. I'm actually like, hold on. Harkness, how many cards do you have?
I have 2 right now. I have the Dragon Scale Armor and the Glowing Axe.
So hold on. There's no trading at all. There's no way.
The only way you discard is that
if you have 3 cards and you pull another one, you can give that other.
Let me just get let me read this other card and then we can decide in just a minute. You have that choice or the all or nothing coin. To discard it, you may discard this card before you roll the die. If the result is even, the roll is a critical hit. If it is odd, it is an epic fail. No other effects can modify this dice roll. Go big or go home. So odd, clear success, and even automatic failure. So let me get the clarification on
Those both
making sure.
like really stink.
Yeah, so Brendan, how many cards do you have right now?
1.
Ooh, yeah, it's going to be a while because what you'd have to do is take the Ring of Greed, get a third card, and then get a fourth card, and then you can give the Ring of Greed to Porter.
Ugh.
Okay. Great news for everyone. Rules clarification, because this has never happened. Such generosity has never been found. When you cannot come into possession of a card, use it for a while, and then give it to somebody. But upon getting it, you can go, this isn't for me. I know somebody who could put this to use. And before you sort of equip it, give it to somebody else.
Ooh, okay.
So, if you
so
did
it's a
choose-
BOE, not a BOP.
Okay. But
So if you did choose to take this card and bequeath it to somebody else, you would have to do so upon choosing it.
Yeah, okay. So
And
I
then if you
definitely
did-
want to choose the Ring of Greed, and I definitely want to give that to our Wizard Harkness.
so if I already have 2 things, do I have to discard one of my other things?
Yes.
Or could I give them to him, one of them to him?
You've already equipped.
No, only
Okay,
upon
okay.
visiting the Fantasy Costco can you give a card to somebody else. You can't give anybody your discards.
Oh, okay.
It flows downhill.
Oh, it's only 2 cards. You don't have 2 cards.
You can only have 2 cards. So
Gotcha.
Rouge is giving this to Harkness because this is up his alley. He just
Gotcha.
knows he's
Yeah.
going to like this a whole lot. It's going to benefit him.
I mean, well, but before I do that, I mean, Harkness, is that I presume that's a really good thing for you.
So if I ditch the glowing axe, I would probably ditch the glowing axe and keep the dragon scale armor, because the dragon scale armor just doubles down on my already focus on monsters and magic.
yes.
Okay.
And this
Yeah.
just kind of commits me to trying to just keep my own counsel until the end of the round, and then fireball whatever is in front of us.
Yes.
So
All
sure.
right.
But the +2 strength is to everything.
And anything, yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yes. +2 strength. But no,
Yeah.
not only can you not help anybody else, nobody else can help you.
Yeah, understood.
So, but you've been at the end of the order, so there's not a whole lot of assist
Yeah.
tokens other than
Frequently.
Samuel, of course.
Yes.
So
I
that
do
is
that.
your. I do that.
I do
So that is your exchange.
That's my exchange.
All
Well,
right. and I
Harkness,
will
that is-
Don't
start
say I never
glowing
did nothing
axe.
for no one. Harkness, I have got a really cool ring for you. It's made out of pure Alexand laperite, and this ring can be yours for one payment today of $19,995.95 and 32 subsequent payments of $92.93.99.
He's already just nodding, looking at the ring. He's not even hearing the rest of the details. He's clearly not good with money, as we've already proven.
Perfect.
By the sinking debt without a degree.
Exactly.
And I'll go ahead and give that to you.
My precious. And it glows with a fiery light.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Okay.
No way this can go bad.
As he just takes the glowing axe and just tosses it aside, just like old garbage, new precious.
I don't need no stinking axe.
I love it. Okay. Wow. And that was just the one turn. So now, Samuel, after seeing all of this exchange of goods and defeat taking place, what's your move?
Yeah. So I could have 2 people help me, but that won't even give me as much as going up against the wall of stone. So, because I would have a 5 against that, and I know that Rouge. I see how helpful
It's already been helpful.
you have been helpful.
That's right.
Oh wait, you have. Okay, why am I the
Have.
purple? Who's the purple?
That would be our
Oh
dear
yeah, I don't want to.
Greed.
Yeah, you're gonna do what you need to do. So let's see here. Beth, you're good at smashing things.
I've been down to crack a few skulls.
Then how
Just
about we
a few.
crack some walls? Okay.
I love it.
Okay.
It's like my gym. It's just like she just like starts swinging. She's
All
ready.
right. It's still gonna be so tough.
Yeah, that's
But it
rough
won't
one.
hurt as bad if we fail.
That's right.
So all right, so you bring a 4 because it is a relic and
Plus
with the-
1 for my item.
correct, because of the lens of creeping, and with Beth's assistance that is up 2 more, so 7.
It's a tough one. I feel like I've been pretty lucky tonight, though. So we'll see.
Let's hope the luck holds
4
out.
ups.
Here we go. 4 or more. Here we go. Not quite.
Ah,
That's
my
a
word.
2. So with that, Beth's hands start to bleed, and she's just like, the snake
Hey.
bites from before are just like really taking a toll, and she's just like,
You need to stop.
"Ah,
It's time to stop.
but I want to keep punching.
Quit punching the wall.
I'm gonna check this down.
There's we have other people who can help us. Okay.
And she just like takes one more, just like and walks away. Sad. However, oh, hey, because we like put some cracks in it, the invisibility cloak reduces the damage by 1. And since a stone wall does not fight back, its damage is only 1. So we took no damage for the failure.
Perfect.
So that helps. Unless that doesn't. No, I assisted.
Oh well.
I forget the items don't count for assistance. So I guess Beth's not hurt, but like our whole
Okay, Zoe
party's
can heal
morale.
us.
Yeah, not quite. Our whole party's morale just takes a hit, but Zoe's not hurt.
Okay.
So the wall of stone still stands, thus must be crossed the river of fire, while we must fight off the sawbones. Zoe,
Okay, I'm gonna
push
go
the
after
casket into the fire. So what's next?
So now we're going after Sawbones.
Oh man, okay.
Oh yeah. And who can aid? Who's yellow?
That's Samuel. Just
Oh.
assume that he's there. It's very strange. Like when you need him, he's there.
I feel like every single time that I've needed help, he just appears.
He does. He's strange. Halflings are they're a magical folk.
Well, Zoe's a gnome, so maybe,
We're basically cousins.
yeah. Okay, so these Sawbones, they are educated skeletons.
I think we just lost the board.
Oh,
No, we didn't.
nope. Brendan's feed
Nope,
went
I'm
out.
so sorry. I am so sorry. There we go. Sorry. Apologize.
Brendan. Oh,
Sorry.
now you're the board. Oh my
Oh,
word.
no.
This is what's so funny. This is what's so funny because last time I streamed with you all, Brendan messed it up, and now
Oh no.
It's
He's messing it up
true.
he did it
again.
again.
Oh, jeez Louise. I'm so
So-
sorry, everybody.
Hey, it's a quick fix. Look at that.
Maybe we should just play like interlude music, just like
we're
while
we're
the-
we're back up and rolling.
Okay, well there you go. Just Tom, as with Sam, always there with the fix, always there to help. Just Johnny on the spot. I
Bam, bam,
love it.
bam.
Okay. So yeah,
Okay,
All right.
I'm gonna help out. Give you a +1.
so in my bag, I'm gonna pull out a piece of rope. I'm gonna hand it to Sam and Samuel, and we are gonna run through the skeletons, and we're gonna clothesline.
Okay.
Clothesline, clothesline,
Oh,
clothesline.
We're small. We're getting their feet. We're getting their ankles.
See ya.
Okay, so for those who don't know, this is Aaron's lifetime maneuver.
I
He's
did this.
really done this in every game we have ever played with any character. It does not matter. She always does a rope with 2 people and a clothesline.
Clothesline.
Hey, you're
just
you're not
fail.
gonna fail this, right?
I hope not.
Who
Because
knows?
this is a 3 damage.
They're all.
Oh,
Oh, ouch.
I
I
got,
mean, we we gotta take down what was his name?
Slitheroth.
Slitheroth. We gotta get to him.
Okay. I mean, technically, we don't, but
Wait,
I mean, but we fought so hard to get through the ding
that's true.
dang.
And there is a secret under there that could heal us. So
Yeah, and the other one, the River of Fire has 3, right? And the Wall of Stone is
That's
1.
true. The River of Fire hurts real bad. But Tom, I can see your face. Yes, we only need to get the relic and one of these other decks.
no, I'm adjusting our views. That's why I have a face like that, because I thought I had it real quick fixed, but Brendan had messed all sorts of stuff up.
I am so
Oh,
sorry.
no.
But we're
Oh,
good now.
no.
Okay, so we're good.
So yes, so good clarification. Yes, we do have an assistance coming up after we defeat the Sawbones, but it's worth knowing that we are step 7 of 10 through the cave. We are almost to the end of the cave.
Oh, well,
We,
in that case, maybe I'm gonna take this rope with my friend Samuel, and we're gonna maybe try to ride on the sinister coffin across the River of Fire.
It's a fake
there
out.
you go.
It's a fake out.
Yep.
Like surfing across it. That's great. So that is our story bonus. How do you cross the stream of lava?
Oh
By
yeah.
riding the casket.
Surfing the casket.
Love it. Okay, so because of the Ring of Greed, this is an assistance of 2, but our dear wizard can no longer help
Can't do it.
anyone as he sits there just wringing his hands all by himself and just like petting it. So with the bardic help, we have, let's see, that's not quite spooky. It's just a river of flames. So that is 3 plus 4. And we're gonna
5 up.
It could happen.
That's
We're
why
gonna
I
take
was doing. Wait. So
3
that's the reason
damage.
I was doing the villain is because I got a plus to it.
I mean, you still could take it down. I mean, there is benefit to doing this. If we want to just hang on, we haven't taken our piece off the game board. No dice have hit the table. If you would like to clothesline the skeletons, first of all, I want you personally as my friend to have that moment. You need the clothesline
I
of
do.
the army of skeleton doctors. But if we risk the same amount of damage, yes, this maybe wouldn't get us closer to the goal that we're closer to achieving, but we do have a surprise at the end of it. So as of this particular battle, there is a reward at the end because
That's
we know
right.
it's there.
And I get a boost.
All right. So is that what we're going with? We're going to rewind back to the Sawbones plan.
I don't know.
What would Zoe do? Would she see the army of skeleton doctors? Or would she fling herself surfing across a river of fire?
Oh,
With Sam in tow, either way.
I just think she's gonna. I think she has a better chance of winning against the skeleton doctors.
Then
Do
go
it.
for it. Confidence is key.
Okay, let's do the I think I want to do the clothesline with the skeleton doctors.
Samuel's so
Okay.
confused, but he is still there. He is in it.
I don't know what your plan is, but I'm loving
But
it.
we
Loving
will
the energy.
do it. We'll go for it.
Are we surfing or dancing or what?
Clothesline. Okay.
We're just hanging onto the rope as we're whipping around. We don't know where we're going.
So it's a 9 either way, and you do have your bonus against spooky. So you start at a 4, and then with the help, that's a 5. So you're rolling a 4 or higher. So here we go. 4 or more. 4 or more.
Ooh.
Ah, party on.
So how does it succeed?
Oh, we take them all out. We go running, and Samuel's just hanging on, going, yeah! And we just like battle cry and run across, and just they all go down. They don't even see what hit them.
That's right. Fantastic.
Wonderful.
All right.
All right. Well done. Yeah, that was way better than taking 3 damage, no matter where we were in the pile.
Yeah.
So we are visited by a surprise. We have Davidport's delivery. So Davenport has brought vital supplies. We may discard it, to draw a Fantasy Costco card and describe how he helps, but you may only use the word Davenport. And it's worth pointing out that because this is a friend, not just a story element, if we don't discard it and just keep this around, we have an ongoing +1 to magic for the whole party.
Ooh.
Cool.
So I will remember to keep this a little bit closer. So we have that.
That's pretty good.
So after the sawbones are clotheslined and laying in pieces, we now face a vengeful ghost. So whoever decides to take this on tells us who was this ghost and why do they want revenge on you. So it's pretty spooky, but you get 2 helpers.
We don't need to worry about that because we know Harkness is eyeing that wall.
All right.
He must be, Harkness.
Down.
What's happening? How are you feeling?
So Harkness steps forward towards the wall, and he's got his book in one hand and his other hand thrust into the air, glowing with bright amber light, and he calls out, "Earthquake!"
Oh yeah.
All right, we're gonna see if we can do this. All right, so
All right, so we start off at a 1.
starting at a 1, I'm going to spend my action point for my battle magic.
All
That'll
right,
be
so
a 4.
that would be a 4.
+1 for dragon scale armor and +2 for ring of greed brings me up to a 7. Still got to roll a 4 or higher on the dice.
Tough.
Wow, Zers, this is a hard one.
Yikes. But a 7 alone, not bad at all. That's pretty great. So 4 or higher. There's a 5.
Yeah! The earth rumbles and the wall of stone cracks and then shatters.
Oh my goodness.
Louis.
So how does that feel in that moment? Just that that
he
vindication.
strides forward, just like.
Oh my gosh.
That
Well,
just trailing amber earth magic behind it.
well, in this moment of power, you feel like not only do you just feel just raw arcane energy falling through you, flowing through you, but you also feel your pocketbook a little bit heavier because you are now up to 3 loot and you can once again go shopping at
Fantasy Costco, where all your dreams come true. Got a deal for you.
Whenever that happens, I get a little green notification like right before it's gonna happen. I'm like, oh man, here we go.
Here comes. So for clarification though, you do not have to do this. It is just up to you if you wanted to save it for maybe
Some
later.
of us feel like maybe they wouldn't mind having extra
Well,
loot.
I'm assuming that if I like what I have when I see it, I can just hand it to someone else, right?
That's the thing. Yes. If you wanted to, I mean, there would be,
Card.
I don't believe there's any mechanics where you lose your Fantasy Costco items. So you're never going to get rid of anything. You're never going to lose anything you currently have. It's only be just if you discarded it. So if there's something you come across that you like better, you could discard your armor or maybe the ring. I don't know. It's in this pile. But if you wanted to give it to somebody else, then it seems like everybody else only has 1 item.
Yeah,
so you can give it to anybody you want.
Let's share some wealth.
Let's see what it is.
Here we go. Beginner's luck. Discard
Whoa.
to add 2 to anyone's dice roll.
Oh my, that just feels like. Does that go to Samuel in his like theme of assist everyone, or does it go to our punching fighter? I'm sorry.
A constant whiffer, shadow boxer, or
The flavor
I-
text
no,
on
but-
that is
what was
absolutely
something? Yes.
spectacular.
who needs skill when you have unwarranted confidence and boundless ignorance?
That sounds like Samuel.
That
It does
sounds
sound like
Samuel, yeah.
Samuel.
It's
Take it,
If
my
you're-
friend.
Okay, I'll take it. I'm just
That's-
gonna add it to me when I go up against that relic in the middle.
Oh my God, that's great.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that pile's getting awfully skinny. So
Yep.
I'm liking how that's turning out. So, all right. Thank you very much. The beginner's luck goes to Samuel. So we are facing off with a vengeful ghost while battling frost spirits and still crossing the river of fire. So these frost spirits are magical and spooky. And we must determine what is the spookiest thing about these chilling spirits.
Hmm.
Frost.
So, woo, here we
Brr.
are. So at the top of the order, I feel like Harkness just like brings it home. He like charges up like a battery, and there are these like big epic moments. And then Beth's like, I'm gonna punch it like right after.
My punch it good.
After seeing like this big arcane display of just like raw energy imbued with just like all the arcane knowledge that he got, maybe didn't finish, but in school, he just like all this big awesome display. And then Beth is like, all right, my turn. So
My cat is about to do something. It's gonna knock my webcam over.
I
swear. I swear, don't do it. Okay, continue. We'll see what happens here.
All right. Give her one of the kittens that we found from the rain of kittens. Just
Hold
like give her
on.
a friend to play with.
Totally gonna screw something up.
All right. So Beth, while intimidated by this incredible magic display of fire, I think she's feeling this vibe of just like all the fire display and the earthquake. She's feeling this like elemental confidence for no reason, but just like, yeah, let's do it. That just, what's fire? What's stone? Whatever, who cares? And she sees the coffin and is going to, with inspiration from her friend, is going to surf across the river of fire. And so she's going to try to get as many people across as we possibly can. So I think we're going to start with just the two that she brings to the table. She's just like a jump first. Usually it's punch first, ask questions later. And now it's just a everybody jump. So Rouge, are you going to jump with me?
I'm gonna have to jump.
So with Rouge's help, that is a 5. And then Samuel, you with us? You gonna run? You gonna
He
jump?
sees people jumping, he's gonna jump. Like
He's in.
Already, he jumped before you jumped.
That's right.
All right, so that is a 6, and the beginner's luck is there. We don't want to
well,
have to.
Didn't you also say that we were crossing it on the coffin?
Mhm. Oh, because we're crossing it on the coffin. That is our story bonus. So that is a 7. So now we just no bigs. We roll a 2 or higher.
Do we want to use beginner's luck?
Nah.
Oh.
That's after the dice roll.
Okay, after the dice. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. All right, so here we go.
ZZ Bunny. Oh my god. Oh my god.
No, are you serious?
That is an automatic failure. That is an epic failure.
Oh my gosh. That's
It wouldn't
brutal.
have mattered.
That's awful. That is.
You're so close to losing.
So, but we didn't.
How many of these auto fails have we hit? Is this like the 4th one?
Second or third.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is.
Yeesh. Well, so best
Don't worry,
confidence.
it's only 3 damage.
Best confidence was obviously misplaced. So 1, 2, 3. She slips off of the stone
Wait,
and just
don't
takes.
you have Cloak of Invisibility?
That's true. Thank you for reminding me. So we only take 2, thankfully. And it is ongoing, so I don't lose it, which is good.
We just gotta like leave that river of fire alone unless we can like, unless we have a super confidence on that roll, because
Yeah,
that will kill.
that
us.
hurts a lot.
Ow.
Yeah.
So I slip into the fire,
Well,
And
no,
I
wait.
try
You
to-
need to keep our tokens up there so we can.
Oh, right. Yep.
Except
Or at
me.
least mine. Bard. Yeah. Sorry. Just mine.
Yeah, so I was grabbing the one and I grabbed the other
I
one. by
jump
mistake.
back.
So, yeah, so Sam jumps back and he's just like, "Ooh, no," and just hops on back. And sorry, Rouge. I thought we could make it.
Yeah, no worries. Just a bit burned on my body and soul.
I didn't need that leg anyway.
Oh.
I like take my cloak of invisibility and I just blot out the flames, just like douse the flames. But it is your turn, so hopefully you can wrap those burns and decide what to do next.
Okay.
Remember, we have a plus for magic right now because of Davenport.
Yeah. So I'm debating whether or not to do the frost spirits or to trigger Davenport's draw a card. And I'm leaning towards just doing the frost spirits.
Do it. Sam will help you. Davenport will help you. We've got some luck behind us.
All right.
Mhm.
I am gonna fight these frost spirits, and the spookiest thing about these frost spirits. Oh, yes.
No, I was just gonna say. Oh yeah, we got spooky thing.
Oh yeah, it's very spooky.
What's the spookiest thing?
Well, gosh, the spookiest thing is that they are neither frosty nor spirits.
Oh.
They're in fact flaming ghosts that are called frost spirits. Wicked spooky.
They're frosty, like from an emotional, like.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I'm glad you're tracking because I wasn't.
They're actually they're flame ghosts, but they've got like hearts of ice. Like they're
Yeah.
just hard to get through to.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you guys recovered that one. for me.
Yeah. I was just gonna say that they're spooky because they're into ska or something, but okay.
Oh, Ska never died.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So let's see. So we get a +1 for Davenport.
You do.
I have a +2 here.
Yes, you do.
+1 for Sam. It's constant encouragement.
Yeah, so I wonder if we want to recruit not Sam on this. I'm
Oh.
wondering if we want to recruit Beth.
Oh, that's right. Beth hasn't gone yet.
Yeah, Beth. Help me reach these poor souls.
We'll have a talk. We'll get through. We'll get to the root of these feelings.
Yeah.
We're just gonna get in our jammies and we'll cozy up about it. We'll see what's going on. Why are they so guarded?
Yes. So that gives us another 2. So 2+, which is within reach.
Do
Within
it.
reach. Here we go. There's a 2.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. So
Mutate.
what happens by just meeting it? What happens?
Yeah, we talk. And it's an okay talk. Settle down with these flaming ghosts and talk about what their hopes and dreams were, where they sort of went awry working for Slitheroth. You know, that none of them wanted this life. It was just a series of decisions, one after another. You know how it goes. And one day they found themselves down here in the River of Fire. Flaming Ghost, River of Fire kind of fit their CV. Obviously they got the gig. The bennies are good. Salary's not great, but they've got little ghostlets at home they've got to feed. So, here they are. But we had a really good talk.
Ghostlets.
We had a really
So while the frost spirits, their frosty hearts inside their flaming spiritual ghost bodies are warmed and liberated. This does unfortunately light aflame a candle ghost. We are now haunted by a candle ghost. But what exactly is a candle ghost?
is a candle?
What is a candle ghost? So the challenge is now we have Slitheroth has faced us off with a vengeful ghost, but the staff itself, the Staff of Shining Frost, has conjured a candle ghost, which makes the vengeful ghost a whole lot more spooky. So their spooky powers are, amplifying. The candle ghost lights a bit more fire into the vengeful ghost and imbues him more. So that's the current situation. But in terms of our proximity to the Staff of Shining Frost, it seems like this may be the single last barrier that stands between us and our goal.
Wonderful.
So not but a haunted candle ghost stands between us and our prize. That being said, it is on the other side of a river of fire.
We'll get by it.
That must be crossed. Samuel.
Not by Samuel. Samuel's going to look over at Davenport and say, "Hey, Davenport, what you got?" And all right. I'm going to get rid of Davenport and I'm going to get me some goods.
All right. So describe exactly how he helps.
How he
You
helps?
can only use the word Davenport.
Davenport. That's it, right? You just say
Davenport.
it is there.
All right.
Where did it come from?
Davenport.
Fantasy Costco, where all your dreams come true. Got a deal for you.
So, Samuel is now in possession of the Scoundrel's Dice,
Okay.
which is
Cool.
ongoing. This is actually really excellent endgame loot because it is a +1 strength to traps or magic, but you may discard it to let anyone re-roll a dice roll.
Yes. Fantastic.
There is something odd about the odds.
Fantastic. Oh, great. There's
So,
no traps or anything. Cool.
Are you going to give this to somebody else or are you going to discard something that you have?
Oh, that's right. I have two things.
You have the Lens of Creeping and
Yeah,
Beginner's Luck.
I'm gonna give it to Rouge.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. And I'm going to attempt to go up against the Candle Ghost. And what is a Candle Ghost?
What is a candle ghost?
It is someone who sold candles
Oh no.
back in the day. All right.
Uh-oh.
Definitely an MLM person.
Oh, no.
Look over at Rouge. And I'm like, this will beat you if you do not change your ways.
No.
Mm.
All right. That's why. That's what a candle ghost is.
I only deal in Nutrisups.
Okay. There you go. Well, okay.
Wait, and cosmetics and household
cosmetics,
cleaning
and
tools.
household
Trust me.
But
It's a slippery
that's
slope. Candles will come. Okay. So that'll take
All
me.
right.
So that's I got a 4 for relics.
Yes, you do. So that puts you up to 5.
5. Okay. I'm going to go this alone and know that I have my lucky roll in my back pocket.
Okay. So that is a 2 to meet or beat.
Yep.
Here we go. There's a 2 right there for you.
Don't even need it.
Dunzo. All right. And that,
So how does Sam take down the candle ghost? Just single-handed, effortless. What happened?
Candle Ghost. Look at me. No longer will you live in this land of unknown. You will go to the other side because I'm going to buy your candles. I'm going to buy all the rest of their candles, and this is what they need to do to get to the other side. All right. And now I just have a bag of candles. He's free. Go.
Sweet.
Be free, Candle Ghost. And I'm going to give them to Rouge. And I'm going to say,
Run free.
give them to Rouge. All right. I'll sell these. All right. Okay.
Is
Now-
this like
now-
a starter pack?
It's a starter
or-
pack.
Oh.
Starter
That's the initial investment that you
That's
just got for free.
That's right. That's good. That's a big day. That's a big
Your
haul.
first
Good haul.
candle hit is free.
It's a good haul.
So, all right. Well, Samuel is who billed himself as the helper. Samuel is moving and shaking around here because your pocketbook is feeling your money pouch is feeling
good.
pretty
It's feeling
heavy.
good.
So if you're feeling charitable, you're welcome to go shopping again. However, before we go shopping, it is worth noting that we have reached the finale of our journey toward the relic, and we are now battling an elemental colossus.
That sounds bad.
And finale stakes being what they are, it is a magical monster with 2 to help with a difficulty of 14.
Okay.
But we
Yikes.
get a story bonus of what does this colossus look like and what is its primary element.
Fantastic.
So this has a loot value of 3, so we still get more Fantasy Costco items if we choose. So anything that has like discard on it is probably a good time to maybe start thinking about spending. But it also really hurts. So basically, until we heal, we only have one shot at this because we cannot afford to fail it, because 1 3 damage hit will take us down to 0.
Okay.
So worth keeping in mind.
Yeah,
For
but
those,
also that other card is a 3 damage hit. So
yeah.
there's that.
So I think that was really wise on Samuel's part to not engage the help of our healer.
Right. I knew.
Of course he did. Of course Samuel did.
Samuel knew.
So that being said, would you like to go shopping?
It's time to go shopping.
It is time to go shopping.
There it is.
Fantasy
Sorry,
Costco,
late on the draw.
where all your
Yep.
dreams come
Yep.
true. Got a deal for you.
Yes.
All right. So in addition to the Lens of Creeping and Beginner's Luck, you also have the Shield of Shielding.
When anyone fails a challenge, you could spend your action token to reduce the damage by 2. I always have my
Yeah.
token. This is a perfect thing for me to
Dang.
have.
That is so
This
good.
is when anyone fails a challenge.
Yeah.
So you're like, I got you, I got you, I got
That's
you.
right.
Pew,
That's
pew.
that's totally on brand for me.
Yeah.
So I had
Wait, what? This is important. At what moment do you get your token back? So do you spend your token at all in order to aid people, or do you not even spend your token to
this is
do that?
whenever you spend your token, reclaim it at the end of the turn.
Okay,
Right, so-
So I can't have helped them.
Right.
Yes.
You can't have helped and use this. You can either help with your +1 Bard assist bonus, or this one
Prevent
is
two
just
damage.
reduce the damage by 2 in the instance of someone else's failure.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna get rid of my lens.
All right. I'm going to discard it for the Lens of Creeping, which is now in the discard pile. And so now Samuel is in possession of the Shield of Shielding and Beginner's Luck. So
Okay.
saves and dice rolls and failures, in addition to just good helping, good
right.
helping help.
I'm a buff. I do buffs. All right.
I love it. All right. So here we stand at the precipice of a battle with an elemental colossus on the other side of a river of fire and facing a vengeful ghost. Zoe, what make you of this party? What's happening?
I still really want to go surfing on that coffin on the river of fire.
We
All
ha-
right.
we have to get through there, right?
We do.
Yeah.
Yep. So let's see.
We definitely have a lot more safeguards in place on this attempt
Well-
than the last time.
Here's
Yeah.
the problem. There's like literally no one that can help you.
Well, can't Samuel?
I can help, and so
if
can
you
Beth.
help,
But then not heal
He'll
you.
use his
Oh no,
damage
that's right.
back.
Never mind. I'm wrong.
So you can't heal me if you help me?
I can't, but I also remember I have my lucky thing too.
Yes, so he can add 2 to a dice roll.
Yep.
But you don't necessarily have to help to do that, but you know, there's no reason to not help. and the shield will only reduce damage if he doesn't help.
Okay, well, I'm gonna grab Samuel and be like, so we just clotheslined. And I'm just gonna be like, let's go.
I can't watch.
Do it again.
So what does that take us up to?
Okay, so we have our story bonus of surfing the coffin.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
And then this is not spooky. So Zoe is operating at a 2, so we're up to 3, and it's a 4 with Samuel's help.
Go after the vengeful ghost that you get a
5
bonus on.
It's the same. Well, no, I guess it might be down by 1 because I'd get a +4 instead of a +2.
And it hurts less. It is only a
That's
2
nothing.
hit.
That is a non-trivial difference.
At what point, let's see, when do you get to heal? At the end of your turn.
At the end of her turn, yeah.
Yes. So if we die before you reach the end of your turn, we don't get the chance to heal.
Yeah, so like in many respects, it would maybe be better to not have Samuel assist, hope for a 6,
Ooh.
and then heal he would shield you for 2. We would only take 1 damage. Or go after the vengeful ghost, he would shield you for 2. We wouldn't lose any health. You could heal 1. I mean, like,
Samuel looks at Zoe and it's just like, YOLO.
oh god.
Oh my gosh. All right, so is the assist gonna stay?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Samuel's helped.
Do it. I'm gonna give you plus.
God, he's inspiring me, guys. YOLO!
Do it. Do it.
5
Do
or
it.
higher?
Well, I get a plus. I get a +2, right? Yeah, if to the roll with my lucky thing.
You had +2 to the dice roll. Yes.
Yes.
You're not +2 to the strength. You're +2
Yep.
to a dice roll.
Yep.
So okay, so 3 or higher.
3 or higher. That's
Both
easy.
beginner's luck. All right.
That's
3 or higher.
money. Money.
Oh, I like Samuel.
Do it.
There's a 5.
Oh my gosh! Wow!
Don't even need it.
When
Get
it
some.
counts. Zoe,
Get
what? So tell us what this looks like. Surfing in style. What happens?
Oh, I like as we're getting onto the coffin. I'm unsure about my decision. I'm not. I don't know. And Samuel just takes my hand and he's like, "We got this, YOLO!" And he pushes us off, and we just like go surfing on the river of fire.
Okay. Oh, that's
Oh my
fantastic.
gosh. I love it so much. Okay, that is. Oh, we are across the river of fire. And as we all make our way, blaze through with the confident surfing of our comrades, we get to the other side, only to be faced with now we must cross the Grand Chasm. So if it's not a river of fire, it is. The vast abyss is difficult and deadly to cross, but it is remarkably scenic. Grab a selfie if you don't die. So you may have 2 helpers. And because of the chasm now between us and the Colossus, this now is up to a 15.
Now,
Oh.
can Zoe heal us at the end of her turn?
Yes, she
before-
can.
Okay.
1.
Yes.
All right. Whew. That at least saves us from failing a Colossus roll and dying immediately. So that's great.
So now we could both help Harkness.
No, you can't. He won't.
No,
let
she used the token.
Oh,
to
gotcha.
heal.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah.
our lone wizard.
I'm really actually. This is not great because I can't beat that elemental colossus on my own.
How
even with my
close do you get?
So I get a. Let's see. 4. I'm rolling a 7 on my own against it. That's not like I'm just hoping for a crit.
Well, so you
crit
could
hit.
get a +2 from Sam, right?
No. Oh, from the die. Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And then if I help you, it's a +1.
You can't help me.
Oh, that's right.
because of the ring. But the beginner's luck card is adding to a dice roll. So he's like,
Yep.
like secret help.
Now, I also can discard one of my items and give you a reroll.
Oh,
Okay, so rolling twice, hoping for a 5.
yes.
That's what we're doing. We're rolling twice, hoping for a 5, which his bonus.
We believe in miracles on this team.
We do.
All
It
right.
just happened.
And
Rolling
just,
twice, hoping for a 5. Does anyone else have an item or anything?
Okay,
Well,
so the other
I will say
option-
this though, Harkness, if you tell us what the Colossus looks like and what its primary element is, you get a story bonus.
Oh, rolling twice and hoping for a 4. That's very
it's
doable.
easy.
Wait,
that's
how did we
doable.
get to a 4? Hold on. Look, can we actually?
Yeah,
put the-
we're gonna do the strength counter. Here we go.
Okay.
So, but we're making a lot of assumptions based on Costco items. So,
Yeah.
monsters. So, because it's an elemental colossus, it's magic. So,
Yes. So that
Harkness
puts me
starts
at
at 4,
Then
plus a
dragon
5 for
armor,
dragon scale armor,
ring
and
of
2
greed
for the
plus 2.
ring.
So that puts us of needing a 7 on the dice. So I am counting on a +2 from
No, it's remember it's a 15
Oh, I missed that.
because the grand chasm between us is making it more difficult. So you
Yeah,
actually need a
that means-
15.
That means an 8. We
What-
need an 8 on dice.
Just describe the monster, and boom, we go up to an 8 then.
Oh, well, so the elemental colossus is surely it comes like rising out with a surge out of the lava river. An enormous like magma giant comes striding out of the river, sending a wave through the river, and it steps up onto the firm ground. And it's just this enormous mountain of like lava monster, like Taka in Moana.
Ooh.
Okay.
Trademark,
Okay.
Trademark.
So, TM. So that is this lava monster puts us up to an 8. So you're fighting fire with fire, you wizard.
Yeah.
So that you are up to an 8 by yourself. You must beat a 15.
So you need.
So
That's
we
a
are
7 on the dice.
assuming-
6.
we are assuming +2 with beginner's luck, a possible reroll with the scoundrel's dice, and
I mean, you're at a 5. You got to get a 5.
if I'm just putting this out there, I'm not enforcing character choices on you, but if in a dramatic moment of desperation, if you were to discard the very ring that got you into this mess, you could discard it to add +1 to your own roll, and then you wouldn't have it anymore.
Oh,
Because
that's an option?
for clarification, the Ring of Greed, for as powerful as it is, that's the caveat, is that you can hang on to it as long as you want. You can add 1 to a roll, but then you lose it forever.
Oh.
But considering we're in finale territory,
Would that simultaneously affect the +2 strength +1 to a dice roll?
I would say it happens after,
yeah, it would be
of course.
because you would have after the dice rolls, then you add +1 to
Yeah.
anyone's.
Me and
Okay.
Brendan Rules Lawyer brains are going, that doesn't quite add up, but
Well, it's like you just need that little extra punch, and so you throw the ring at him, and it.
that's kind of what I was thinking. All right. Let's do it. Let's roll these dice.
Okay, so let's see what cards we have to pull out to make this happen. But base roll, we are at an 8. Got to beat a 15. Here we go.
Believe.
Harkness
Believe.
is striding up
Oh.
Colossus. And he holds out his book and he swirls his hand with the ring around and he blasts an enormous gush of water at the elemental lava colossus, and it hisses with steam as it freezes into solid obsidian.
Okay.
And he just shuts the book. Solved.
Wow.
Amazing. Porter.
That is what we call a critical hit. Oh my God.
Clutch moment.
You don't need to worry about anything.
So,
Ooh, and then the relic.
as the steam
Ooh,
dissipates,
I like that.
and the frozen statue left over from the now frozen in time, formerly lava colossus, dark black frame, we make our way around as a party. And then I feel like, Harkness, you can describe to us how we find the staff of Shining
Ooh.
Frost. What lays before us? What does our moment of glory look like?
So behind us, or behind the Colossus, is like a big ramp of leading up to an enormous like pillar, like a shrine almost, and plunged into a hole a hole in the top of that stairway is a staff with a perfect blue crystal sitting on top, just glowing this gentle blue light. And Harkness strides up the stairway and takes it out of the little hole. And when he does, a little rime of frost covers the entire chasm, and the ghosts slow down, and a little bridge starts going across the chasm.
Okay, I'm digging
Does
it.
he say something rad like, the cold never bothered me anyway?
Yes, he does.
That's the second thing you all have said tonight that's going to get us sued. All right.
Oh my gosh. Wow. What did I say about Beth being imbued by these epic moments that Harkness leaves before her, and then she just goes beep at the end? Well, following that, it is worth noting that now that we have claimed the staff, it now has a permanent -1 difficulty.
That's cool.
Ongoing, yes. So now, as Harkness stated, the bridge that now spans the Grand Chasm makes it slightly easier to cross. So we still have to get out of here. That's the thing, is we claimed the relic. We're feeling good. We're like, got what we came for. Getting in is easy. Getting out.
Shameless plug.
It's all the opening. I had to take it.
If you don't know why that's funny, go listen to our podcast.
So we must, I see the bridge. Beth sees the bridge, and she's like, I did the snake bridge before, and now there's an ice bridge. We got this. Forgetting like getting bitten by the snake handrails before, but she's just like, bridge, success. We just like, yeah. She's just like on like a pure adrenaline rush, and just like flies in there with her instinct of just ask questions later, and is going to try to cross. But she gets to the precipice and she's like, whoa, okay, maybe I need to slow the brakes. I might need some help. So I keep going to this well, but man, Rouge, like we got this. Like we crossed the bridge once before. We got this.
It's a bridge.
It's a bridge. And I mean, it's a grand chasm, like not to minimize it. Like really, we need to like maybe not forget about the whole grand chasm part. Like it's a really long way down, but like I feel like we got this.
I mean, it's all right. I don't know if I'd call it grand.
Okay, well, we're getting across it anyway because we got to get out of here. We have to get back to the bureau. So I'm bringing a 2, and with the assistant strength of 3, that is a 5, and we're actually only having to beat an 8. So we need a 3 or higher. And with all of those lucky bonuses that we said we have in our back pocket, we're going to roll a 3 or higher, or something's going to happen. Here we go. There's a 4.
Perfect.
All right. Finally, Beth's instinct pays off.
Love it.
So as we just shoot straight across this bridge, we slide a little bit of slippery because it's like ultra smooth and slick from the ice, and just zoom all the way across. And that sends me on a imminent shopping trip. However, with the staff, we have to explore these ancient ruins that we've come across that stand between us and the exit. So who built these dangerous trap-filled ruins? Dwarves, gerblins, something long forgotten? So it'll take a while to explore some ancient ruins. So this, although it is a trap, it is 2 helpers. So that is what stands between us and the exit. So that being said, Beth's going shopping.
Fantasy Costco, where all your dreams come true. Got a deal for you.
All right. And with that, just in time, Beth possesses the glutton's fork. So I may expend my action token at the end of my turn to restore 1 health.
So you're basically Zoe now.
Yeah, this is a really
the
bad.
only difference between Zoe and Beth is a fork.
And some invisible fashion.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's something, and we'll see how long it takes us to get there. But it's there, and that brings us to my dear friend who assisted us across the chasm. Rouge, what's happening?
Yeah, we're
we going to
cross, baby? Here we go. Ancient ruins. Lame. So sorry, the flavor text.
Who built the story bonus is who built the dangerous trap-filled ruins?
Yes. So these are clearly fake ruins that were constructed by Slitheroth to try and make everyone think that he's like been here in this creepy chasm area. But in reality, like, this is all brand new. So this
He's
is
a
all
freshman lich.
Yeah, he's a freshman lich. Obviously, we already got his stick. Like, this is nothing. So this is all like bad paint jobs and sloppy craftsmanship and all of that. So yeah, that's who constructed these ruins.
It looks like a low-budget haunted house. It's all like slapdash,
Yep.
like styrofoam with like.
Yep. So I get a +5 more, so I'm at a 6.
So right, because you are 4 to traps, which puts you at a 5 for the story bonus, and then
Plus my
the
dice.
scoundrel's dice puts you at 1 more, so you are up to 6.
Yep.
And this is a 10.
This is a 10. That is correct. So I need to get a 4. So obviously I go to my main man, Sam.
Yeah. All right. We're in it. We're gonna bust down these ruins.
Yeah, this is just gonna be insult to injury, really. This is like straight up vandalism. On our way.
We've already stolen his staff. Now we're gonna knock down his fake set.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, bust it down.
I don't know, Zoe, do you want to help?
I can help.
I want Zoe to help this time. Zoe and I, we haven't gotten to team up. So Zoe, can you get all the low-hanging fruit?
Definitely.
Perfect.
So,
Was that a short gnome joke?
What? No, I would never. Yes. it
All
was.
right. So that is +2 to 9, and so you just need to not fail. Here's a 1 or higher.
Easy.
There's a 5.
Kablamo.
So
Okay.
how do you just like totally negate these ruins and just like dismantle
you know the
them?
scene in Office Space where they're beating up the printer? It's
Yes.
it's that. We all just like, yeah, it's fantastic. It's all filmed in slow motion. It's beautiful.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Rouge and his 2 small friends.
So if you're interested, that does.
If I'm interested in going to
Fantasy Costco,
Oh, my
where all
word.
your dreams come true. Got a deal deal for you.
Of course I'm interested.
All right. Well, all right. It looks like either someone's got a discard or Zoe's getting a finale gift. So let's
Yeah.
see what this is. Ooh, this is a cryptic prophecy. So you have a +1 ongoing to strength.
Yeah, I'm going to discard my Phantom Fist and grab the Cryptic Prophecy.
All right. So this
Sorry,
discard.
Zoe.
This discard is, you may discard this at any time and make a cryptic pronouncement and add +1 to anyone's dice roll.
Yeah.
So you're going to get rid of Phantom Fist for this?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
I am.
All right. Well, I guess there's no monsters left between us and the door because this is our exit. We have now seen just a shimmering spot of daylight, a single beam of sun catching motes of dust from the cavern within it. It's the first daylight we've seen since the beginning of our adventure. The end is so close, but unfortunately, the caverns are collapsing
Oh
around us.
no.
But hey, it's
So we
zero.
must escape the collapsing caverns.
Easy.
If you fail to defeat this challenge, place 2 counters on it. It deals damage equal to the number of counters on this card.
So the longer we fail at it, the more damage we take. So on its own, the first failure doesn't actually hurt. That the subsequent failures will continue to hurt more as we go.
I see.
So it is at a 10. So because that's from claiming the staff first. So we have to get out.
Yeah.
So
Good thing we don't fail here.
and our first shot doesn't hurt.
That's right.
Well, it says if you fail to defeat the challenge, place 2 counters on it. It deals
We
damage.
also have
So the first failure is a 2.
we have lots of pluses to stack.
That's true.
Because of that crit that we got.
We do.
That's true.
So much.
So always the beacon of hope in our party, always needing of that last push to see us through the finish line. Let's see if we can if Samuel can take us to our first crack towards freedom.
I'm not going to take you all. I'm going to push you all. All right. You all are running through the cavern. I'm behind you shouting, you all better run or we're all going to die. All right. So I'm going to obviously it's our last hurrah. So we obviously need Beth and Harkness to both assist here. So I only get a +1 to this.
I think Harkness is morally barred from doing it, even if his heart wants to. I don't think he's able to.
Unless I can get rid of my Ring of Greed in the moment not my turn.
Oh my word.
Yeah, well, you can't ditch it unless it's your turn.
Okay, so I've got to do it. So that's just gonna take. I have a 1, and then let's see, Beth.
And then with my help, that's a 2.
All right, so we only need a +7.
Okay, only need.
I have a +1 for you.
Okay, give me a +1.
Well, no. I mean, like, I can discard my item and get you a +1.
Well,
you have a +2.
Yep, it's doable. It's doable. It's gonna be difficult, but
I have a reroll for you if you want.
Ooh, that's right.
All right, let's roll this dice.
Well, there is no 7, is the thing. So unless we get the critical hit, that is where we are. So it's 1 for you, 2 for me, and you don't have any strength. I mean, we can add +2 with beginner's luck, but at present there is no 7 on the die. So we do need to roll the critical hit, or we need to start doing.
What's my other card? I've got the.
But we add
the
stuff
shield.
add stuff after the die is cast, right?
Right, but what I'm saying is, like, there's no way that without a critical hit, the dice alone will save us.
Okay.
So there's a 1 in 20 chance we don't have to use items. So
Okay.
Let's see how this goes.
It's already worked once.
Right? That's how we got the staff. We got it.
Okay.
Okay.
6.
Not bad.
Okay.
That's a 6. Okay, I'm just gonna move the strength tracker up with our items so I'm adding 6 for the dice. So that's a 9.
You know what has to happen?
What's that?
It's beginner's luck, isn't it?
Beginner's luck, Sam.
Yeah, of course.
What's
toss
gonna
it.
take us to the promised land? What's happening?
Oh, this is it. You all make it through the cavern. All right, this is Indiana Jones style. The final rock is about to fall. I take my horseshoe, I throw it. It blocks the rock, and so my small, petite halfling body is able to slide across the floor, making it out of the cave. We're out.
Awesome.
Wow.
It's done.
And with that, just the crumbling ruins of the cave entrance just fall away into a cacophonous clattering of stone and dust behind us. And as the dust settles, we all each dust ourselves off and check out, all of our bodies and damage. And am I really okay? Did this really? And then we look around, making sure everyone's there. And out of the dust pops up Samuel the halfling.
I brushed myself off because I have a little hat. I didn't say that. I brushed myself off with my little hat. All right. We've succeeded. All right. Fantastic. That's it. All that,
and that's your line. Like, that's the dialogue. Sam just like coughs and dusts himself off and he goes, that's it.
That's it. That's it. Okay.
And with that, we gain our composure. We've successfully retrieved the relic, narrowly escaped a crumbling snake hole behind us. And as we successfully recall our transport ball to return back to the Bureau, a victorious party of reclaimers. And as we cut to our post-credit scene, we're sitting around the chug and squeeze, sharing a drink on the house. And how do we each reflect on our moment of glory and our adventure?
Harkness is just looking at his ring.
Zoe
Cosmic power.
She grabbed one of the little tiny baby snakes and put it in her pocket, and so she's sitting there with her drink, petting her little snake.
Aw.
Sam is just like, you all good? You all good? You need top off? Anyone need a top off here? All right.
And yeah, Rouge is actually out in front of the premises with a stand table and a sickly looking child that they've hired, and they're trying to sell candles.
It's the curse.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, and as Beth looks around with her giant mug of ale and her totally bruised and beaten knuckles that she's really got to get looked at because she took a beating. She's looking around at her friends with all of their new treasures, new pets, and newfound friendships all around, and just she wraps up. She uses a bar napkin to wrap up her knuckles and taps the glutton's fork on a nearby salt shaker, whatever she needs. Powers up one more health just to get her through the next day, and can't wait to punch something else on the next adventure.
All right.
Thank you all so much for joining us on this incredible playthrough of the Adventure Zone Bureau of Balance. As I said,
great. I love this.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you liked it. As RPG fans as we all are, I know that it's late. This ran long. I think we got so into it that we just like couldn't let the narrative go. I think this is just so great. If you liked what you saw, go check out the adventurezonegame.com. Check out #TazGame to see what others are saying, see what others are playing. And hopefully you can pre-order yours, or I think pre-orders are closed. You can get yours ordered soon. They're shipping out, and you should be able to get your hands on this game hopefully soon. Hit up Twogether Studio and Zonecast on Twitter. They are amazing. supporters of people who are playing the game, and they're open for all kinds of tips and help. I don't know if hopefully everybody's staying safe and healthy, but one of the things that the game benefited from being developed during these uncertain times, such as they are, is that, as you can see, the game plays incredibly well over Zoom. So if you are able to play the game distantly with your family or friends or anybody else who's in for a game, it works out really well. And we hope you enjoyed yourselves watching us as much as we did playing it. So you can definitely check us all out at therpgacademy.com. Check out our podcast at Fate of Midgard and at the RPG Academy. So if anybody has any closing statements before Tom issues his signature phrase to close us out.
That's right. I mean, if you all don't have a catchy Stranded
way.
Southlands catchphrase, then we'll go ahead and use ours, which tonight I had a lot of fun. And as always on the RPG Academy, we like to say, if you're having fun, you're doing it right. All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good one.